1, 2, 1, 2. I think it's okay. Omer, can you enter Twitch and just check the volumes and see if it's okay and stuff like that? Do we have anybody with us yet?
Omer, is there anyone on screen? Should we go online?
למה המשחק?
אונליין יש פרגוונט ולפיזורית.
Okay, hello everyone. Welcome to our final Kickstarter campaign stream.
Maybe we should like send everybody a Kickstarter message?
Maybe we should. Nah.
Like a private message, we're going live for the final hours. Just,
Anyway, thanks for coming. Cheers. Hope you have a beer in your hand as well. We're just chilling out and that was Omer. And relaxing a bit for a change because it's coming.
It's been one hell of a month.
Yeah.
And, yeah, that's our time to celebrate. So, feeling really, really good and optimistic about this. You guys want to join? I don't know, just talk about something.
Say hi at
Like-
least. Come on. Say hi to everyone.
Yeah, let's open up a circle or something. And
Hi
just-
everyone.
This is
We are
Yuda.
very happy here. Very happy.
Very thank you very.
Yeah. Great job, man.
This kind of stuff, yeah.
Great job.
Much wow.
Oh, hey Lepizoid. Thanks for joining us. Okay. Adam will also say hi. Our lovely
Hi.
founder.
Thank you. You're all awesome. Should I sit here?
Sure.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Yeah, just join us.
Yeah,
Come on,
join
guys.
us, man.
Just-
Everyone who wants. We're
Stop
all
doing
while
whatever
we
you're
are all
doing.
relaxing and pretty content right now. We're also supremely tired. Most of us have not slept much in the last month.
If at
And-
all.
Yeah, here and there. So if we like fall asleep, just write a couple of messages so the notifications like shake us up, okay? Maybe when
That'll
we play, it will keep us up.
Yeah, so I think we'll just play a little bit and then, I don't know, make some Q&A.
Wait, let's let Lapizoid decide. Lapizoid, what do you want to see? Do you want us to play some campaign, play some chapters? Do you want to chat about something? You're our guest of honor right now.
Now there's the delay and we have to wait for an answer.
Yeah, we are waiting for you to answer. That's how dedicated we are, man. Campaign
Awesome.
sounds great.
Let's go for it.
Yep.
Me or you playing?
One of us has to play. One of us has to talk more.
I'll
I can-
play.
okay.
You talk. Alright, you want to switch?
Like we should
Let's
have
switch.
the person who's drinking needs to play, and as
What?
the stream progresses,
We're
get
we
more
are.
and more difficult.
Although
I'm only getting sharper the more I
plus
drink. Dude, actually.
we're all going to drink, so it doesn't really matter. Down the road.
Maybe like 3 hours from now it'll mean anything, but right now
in
it's
the
like...
bigger picture.
We're at the same place right now, but we won't be down the road.
Okay, alright.
Exactly. Tomer,
Ah,
join us, man.
the
we're
lovely
gonna play
Tomer Abadi is gonna join us as well. He just hopped in. He has his other job, so
Do you want to
he
maybe like
took a few minutes to say
cosplay
hi.
it or something?
There's Tomer.
Let's each of us take a character and voice act the character. That'll be fun.
Thank you, Lapizoid. We really appreciate it.
Thanks a lot, man.
They're all female characters. Can we do them like really manly?
Aha! Now Garzon plays on kazoo.
I love that
Um,
piece of text. I really
Yeah,
do.
it's amazing. I laughed so hard the first time I saw it.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's keep
Okay, so Ranger is checking out our options, looking at crates, moving up behind the tree. Like commentator work.
right here.
It's like tactical games are so bad for commentating. There's no pace to it. It's like
Wow, that was a really good move.
actually it was.
Respect, man.
And there's that whirlwind.
Yep.
65 is bad.
I'm still gonna miss it, right?
Ah,
Yes!
barely.
And gave him some cover. How far can we go? Ooh,
Back in a second.
that's a bummer. Okay, okay. I think I'll run over here.
Hey Beta, welcome. Good to see you again. How's your day? We're great. We're just chilling out. For the first time in the last like month or three, we're able to just relax and play our game a bit. Feel free to ask any questions that come to mind, by the way. We're happy to answer them. And thank you for being here.
Okay. So the fun begins. Yeah, let's do some of this.
Paladin blocked your...
I was hoping there'll be a reaction shot or something. What else?
Tree! Tree!
The tree is just one of them.
But it's 13 HP.
Also, I think the tree will hit the house and not fall on his head, so it's gonna be problematic. Well, that's the first move, right?
Yeah.
That's attack of opportunity, right?
But I'm not sure.
No, I'm not
That's
sure.
attack of opportunity for sure.
No, I'm not sure the lift counts as a move for that purpose. Try it. Let's
I think
fix.
so. Yeah.
Okay. Lift is overpowered, man.
Lift is overpowered. So he's an archer, so I'll definitely just block him right over here. And then I'll just have this melee guy to deal with.
Oh, right. You want to explain that? 'Cause we
Yeah,
just
we in the last build in 0.5.6 we added control zones. That icon over there means that ranged unit cannot use ranged abilities because a melee character is all over it. You can't really draw a bow when there's a person with a hammer trying to hit your face. So that's what that is about.
Yeah, and we're just we're playing with it and seeing what it feels like. It was something that a lot of fans of games like D&D kind of expected and thought would be cool.
Actually, Beta, we're only 4 out of 9 team members. They'll probably drop in and out throughout the evening. We have at least like 2 or 3 hours. We're going to stream now, and you're gonna see more of us. And yeah, the reason for that, by the way, just so you know, is because our time zone is UTC +3, which means our usual streams that are in United States evening, etc., are in our late night. So basically, 1 or 2 of us came to the office at night to stream, and this is the first time it's happening when there's still daylight out there. You can see it behind me, and therefore more people can show up.
I think I'll hypothesize regarding what guy is doing. You wanted to level up the mage, right?
I wanted to give the ranger the level up from the chest, and the mage I was hoping that level up from killing more goblins, etc. So, yep, well, that's going well. And I was waiting for her second move before I tried the kill with the
Just in
mage,
case.
just to make sure. Yeah, just to make sure that if the mage just misses the 90%, I'll have a backup. But instead, I'm just gonna Overwatch now, and that's the end.
Plus, whenever you see a 90% shot, you should be,
So here's something funny that no one ever
wary.
tried before, but I think it works, right? Can I kick the potion? Yeah. This is awesome.
That's hilarious.
So I
Like
just
you
healed her
basically
and stunned her at the same time.
you basically like kicked the potion so hard into her mouth she lost consciousness for a second. I don't know if
I can
that's
imagine that.
that doesn't sound like anything consensual to me. Maybe we should like do something about
That's
it.
authorized by doctors. That's what doctors before Triumph do.
It's a combination of stun and
Are you
kick.
sick? Kicking your medicine down your throat or something.
I bet your headache doesn't feel so bad now. after I kicked you in the balls.
Okay, let's grab some cover. Actually, let's try. The paladin will take cover first.
That was awesome. We should do that for more things. We should like have more effects that you like potions that have a variety of effects and you kick them on
That's actually a decent idea.
enemies or allies.
So the potion, like all of these effects, will help you but stun you at the same time.
Depends on the
Maybe.
potion type.
Yeah, we'll see.
Um. Okay, yeah, let's just move forward. Still no goblins inside.
Famous last words. You have your last action though. It's only the ranger that
it's
can
on the
act.
ranger, okay.
תגידו, פרסמתם בקבוצה גם שלי?
So I'm just gonna overwatch over here.
מה עם פייסבוק?
לך על זה.
אני אלך על זה.
Yeah, let's just move forward.
Yeah, there's plenty of cover.
שם פוסט בכלל, מה זה?
I'm gonna just hug the
Tomer.
house from over here.
יש לנו פה פוסט. מה קורה?
Nope, no one's still. Let's just move forward.
You
Aha!
kept moving forward? Wow,
Hello?
that's brave.
I'm behind full cover.
Yeah, but some of those guys are melees.
And you probably
Yeah,
can
but
get
she's with full
flanked
health.
because she got a potion knocked into her mouth forcefully. I will not let that go.
Yeah, so he's a melee. And he's an archer. He
I
won't
think
be
the
able to
melee
flank
is
us,
in
I think.
range, so
He's in range, but he's a melee and he's the archer.
can you get the paladin for an attack of opportunity, like to the side and behind the savage when he comes in for her?
I don't think so.
He's probably gonna be smart enough to.
Just run
Just
from
attack
over
the
here and
paladin.
stop right over here and not attack any of them.
Hmm.
And my paladin has less health, so
Oh,
I'd
yeah.
rather have him attack the savage.
Dissect a goblin? That is harsh. Why would we dissect a goblin? You know, they might be our enemies, but they're still living creatures.
It's for science.
And yeah, exactly. What are you going to learn exactly?
Can I reach him?
We know how their insides look like. Accidents happen.
Yeah, right.
Although in general, I'm betting you're relating to like what XCOM has, where you research corpses of enemy types to learn more about them. So it's gonna work differently. We're not going to dissect corpses of enemies like in a lab. It's not. It's not gonna be like that. It's likely that you will learn more about enemy types and have more ways to face each of them, but it's not gonna be the same in that sense.
Yeah, we actually had a discussion about this today, or something that relates to it. We were talking about like the whole dissecting and capturing aliens alive in XCOM. The purpose of it is kind of to give you a situation where if you kill them normally, you get such and such amount of resources, and if you capture them, you get way more. So we were talking about maybe implementing a capturing enemies alive and exchanging them for ransom or something, because it's first of all really cool, and secondly it kind of balances the game by itself. Like you end up, when you think about it, XCOM sometimes spawns way too many enemies, and then you kind of have to deal with that, and it gives you the tools to kill like a lot of them. But then, like, you can blow things up with explosives and stuff like that, or you can try to capture them alive, and you kind of adjust the difficulty yourself.
Yep. It's still, nothing is final, obviously, but we are going to figure out a way to get that in there without, without taking the parts we like less, let's say it that way. Just keep your paladin away
Yeah,
from
so I'm
everything.
gonna keep my paladin back and just,
For those of you who do not know, permadeath is totally a thing, and if we lose the paladin on the first level, that means we won't have a paladin in the next 2 levels. So it's absolutely fine to have an injured hero just stay back and bide its time. If things get sticky enough that we must use her, we will, but otherwise just play it safe. There's more missions to think of down the road. Sure, Beta. I'm Shy. Behind me is Adam. And this is Guy.
Yo. And we have
And we have Tomer lurking in the background. And a couple of others which are working right now, but they might say hi soon.
Should I keep commentating or something? I don't know, I'm just playing at the moment.
Looks like nothing super interesting is happening.
Probably just
Except
Did I notice
you
that
taking
Overwatch?
Overwatch.
Oh man, and he's not dead.
But you have like a 60 on him with the Ranger, I think.
say move
The
behind
Ranger has
tree.
like 60% for him.
60
yeah, but
isn't
I'm not
good
worried
enough.
about him.
You're not worried about them either, as long as you're in cover.
I think I'll be able to do that from over here.
Nice.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
That's nice.
Yeah, because I'm worried about him. Like, he's a melee goblin, and I'm not sure if he would be able to reach me over here.
Welcome back, Beta.
How then? Let's just get her a little bit closer to the action, but not right there.
So that she can get shot randomly. No, actually,
XCOM
as
is...
dangerous as it is, it gives you the ability to kind of rush her in and lift someone in case of emergency.
Yep.
Yep, which is what I'm doing here.
Plus, these games would not be fun if, when you play it like perfectly safe. You always take some gambles because
It's much more fun like that.
and because all people are slightly masochistic, you know. You know it's a bad call, but you're gonna do it because you wanna move forward right now.
Yeah.
That's why in XCOM I took like 4 Shinobis. You can't go wrong.
That, I mean,
Try to kick this one and this one.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. That she'll be out and exposed.
but yeah,
Oh,
I do the
actually,
same thing.
Okay, Lapi, thanks for joining us. Good to
Yeah,
see
let's do
you.
it like that.
Have a nice train ride and hope to see you again.
Nice.
What? But that's crazy.
Level up!
Like, what happens?
Slash and dash.
Yep.
And now
How
I'll
are
be
you
able...
gonna save her now?
She's out of range.
Wait, okay, move backwards and use grapple hook.
Ooh.
But then
No,
she'll like
right.
probably stop right over here when she
Yeah.
has no... Yeah, I never know how much grapple...
Wait, isn't she behind cover right now?
No, she's exposed. Nothing over here, over here, over here.
Oh, that ain't good. What about if you bring your ranger up here and lift her around the
Yeah,
tree?
I could. I think that's what I'm gonna do actually. So let's
Yeah,
do like that.
that's fine.
Why didn't you lift the goblin to her? Attack of
And I think I'm gonna...
speed of the enemy
Yes.
Yeah, let's flank from over
Yeah, Beta, I did before. I guess you were disconnected. I'm Shy. Playing here is Guy. Behind us is Adam. And this is Tomer. And there's Omer in the background. Slightly confusing, I know. It's sort of like a poem. Like Shy and Guy, Tomer and Omer, and Adam in the background. Like the 7 midgets.
We need to hire someone with like a name that rhymes
Oh
with
shit,
mine.
it's not 7 midgets, 7 dwarves. Sorry. Hey man, 7 dwarves.
I don't know. We need to find a
So
person
what are we
whose
gonna
name
do now?
rhymes with Adam.
Any suggestions?
Find us, chat. Find us
Yeah,
someone
just-
like that, and we'll hire him. Doesn't matter what he does.
We can always make him like assistant scapegoat.
Yeah, I would love that. I could.
You can give
really
him the
use
worst parts of scapegoating and like keep the prestige.
It's basically all of it.
Okay.
And one day the
So I'm gonna
company.
use dash and slash now. And what I'm gonna do with it is attack
Is
this
take a
guy over
risk.
here. Yeah.
Oh no.
Right over there.
Yeah.
Dude, I
Yeah.
don't know about that.
Overwatch.
Yeah.
And you knew I didn't.
Yeah,
do
and a
anything?
second
Wow,
Overwatch.
Man.
Now you gotta
I thought
restart.
we'll just have one Overwatch. Oh, that was bad.
You lost it, man. You lost it.
Oh, he's down.
Doesn't it mean you get switched?
You gotta switch.
Oh no, you have to totally wipe to get switched. Keep going.
Totally wipe's not gonna happen. Just
Good.
saying.
Let's see. You still have like caves and dungeon.
I'm gonna win him like a boss.
You're gonna get fireballed by the end of the dungeon boss.
Oh, the Savage has so much XP too. You are really screwed.
Oh man, did he just hit a house or something?
Oh,
Okay.
thank you, Beta. Omer's computer is fine. It's just not really great for streaming,
Apparently.
apparently.
So, 5 health, 5 health, 5 health. Oh,
Wait,
no.
isn't your ranger in grapple sideways for those two, or will it hit the trunk?
I think it'll hit the trunk, I'm not sure about it.
Try it.
Smoke bomb.
Try it.
Smoke bomb doesn't kill. I have just one turn left, so I
Oh,
can
right.
kill everyone.
It
who's
needs
here,
XP.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah,
So
So
try
this
the
is-
grapple.
Like this is the grinding stage.
Try the grapple.
it's the grinding stage.
Try
Well, I
it.
can't reach anyone with the paladin.
Try the grapple.
I think I will, yeah, one sec.
Drop the tree on him with a whirlwind and try to grapple with the ranger on this
Yeah, let's
side.
do that.
No, yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
still gonna miss the tree, right?
It's gonna hit like the house.
Oh, yeah.
I hate houses.
Houses are the worst, man. Yeah,
Fun.
let's not
Yeah,
take any
whatever.
chances,
The-
let's just go
Since
right
the
over
game
here.
is gonna end, the guy is taking a silly otherwise risk, but it went fine and got 4 XP or whatever.
No one's dead right now.
Yep.
And I'm, yeah, just
Yeah.
have to turn and fall back.
He's
fall
done.
back. Yeah, oh well.
But the savage is dead, which means no frighten, which means no slash and dash, and no triple slash down the road. So guy is gonna have to play defensive from now on, slightly more defensive.
I will. Okay.
Ah,
let's do it. So-
Zosh, what's up, man? Great to see you.
Hey,
Thanks for
Zosh.
joining us.
Too late, man. I'm already dead. Like,
Yeah, you already lost
at
one.
least my savage is dead. Rip. What do I got here? 2 more goblins.
Cheers, everyone. Whoever has a beer in hand, like we specifically instructed you to have.
Okay, guys, I gotta go for now. I'll be back
Bye, man.
later.
See ya.
See ya.
Wait, so that's low rangers, archers.
So caves is actually like during the Kickstarter we got a ton of feedback from you guys, and I think like one of the things that people liked the most was the whole spiders thing in caves. Like it's just awesome, and it got such a great reception that we need to put in way more things like that.
Yeah, so that got us talking, and we already have some awesome ideas for how to make each map have its unique elements. Like the spider cocoons are unique for the caves right now. We'll have like different elements for each map that further interact, except for by being, you know, manipulated, pushed, burned, etc. So yeah, thank you for like all the feedback you've been sending, and Zosh, thanks for making the Let's Plays, man. Let's Plays, people don't always treat them that way, but Let's Plays are one of the best sources of feedback we can actually ask for, because we get to see another person play, we get to see where he has like difficulty, we get to see what comes naturally and what is not yet easily understandable. So thanks a lot for that, man.
Yeah, the thing I love the most is you guys actually say out loud what you're thinking. Like if it's like the perfect feedback. It can't possibly be better because you're saying, "Oh, I don't like this as much. I do like this more," and such. It's awesome. Keep it up.
Yep.
Blah,
That imp just stole your XP, man. I would kill him for it.
I will. I'm gonna do it right now. Like that, I guess.
Fair enough.
You can't see
60%. No.
Take like a step here with her. It doesn't matter if it's half cover if both of these are dead by the end of this turn. So you can whirlwind from up
but I
close.
also have these,
But this one is gonna be 100% to hit with the ranger from here, and this one is
what
a,
I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get my ranger over here and just kill him.
and then get the mage up there and whirlwind.
Exactly. Yeah, but I still want to keep her behind full cover. That's what I mean. So that's why I now have this spot open.
Yeah, 75 is okay. Nice.
And then
That was intention.
what the
That
nice
was cool, yeah.
synchronized.
Yeah, we planned it ahead.
Yeah, Zosh. It's funny you should mention that actually because we almost managed to get like initial wall crumbling and destruction effects in there during Kickstarter. We are going to get some of them in there pretty soon, we hope. So it's funny you should mention that. We're actually planning to do that.
What did you say? I can't actually see
Uh,
it, so. Repeat it?
Yeah, Zosh said that wall is going to explode with super fancy special effects in pre-alpha derp. So
Of course.
we were
yes.
pretty close to that, actually. But it's probably gonna be there early in the alpha, which is gonna start like super soon.
However much you want it, I guarantee you our animators want it way more. Like that's, they basically like dream about it at night and stuff, I assume.
Yeah, like our animators currently can't enjoy the game because they can't see what the characters are doing. They can't comprehend the text. They need to see it happen. No, I'm just kidding.
It's true. It's true. To some extent. I mean, I love the text. I really love the text. By the way, hope it goes to him. For the text.
Beta has a question for Adam. Adam, from the way you describe XCOM, you must have played the game for a long time.
Yes.
How many hours have you played XCOM for?
Wow, I think I saw like the number the other day because it says on Steam like you've played such and such hours. I think it's around XCOM 2. I think it's around 200 hours. XCOM Enemy Unknown, like the one before, must have been like maybe more than that. Yeah, and that's like the so that doesn't seem like that much, but it's like while working on like in this company where I have very little spare time. Basically, all of my spare time is put into XCOM.
You?
Yes.
Personally, I think I have more game hours on the original XCOM from '94 than I have on each of the modern ones, but probably all the modern ones combined, I have more than the original. I think I have like similar, about 500 hours combined,
Nice.
give or take. I don't know. I should check that out. It's interesting, actually.
Well,
Also,
I mean, it's kind of like sad. Like,
oh
you
man,
see
you want sad? I should show you my playtime in World of Warcraft and in Dota from the time I used to play those. I don't remember exactly, but I think combined they have around like 8 months of real time.
Yeah, I hear ya. I used to play. There was this massive multiplayer called Asheron's Call, and I
Oh,
played
it was
like
a great game.
months of it. Yeah, it was great.
7 damage. God damn it.
Wow, nice play.
Yeah, but I didn't expect for the Overwatch to be so.
Lackluster.
Because it's legendary, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
7 damage for the Warlock. Oh my god, man.
So that's a run's fault. At some point, like earlier builds, we had we made it so the higher the difficulty, the more enemies spawn, and then Iran decided to change it all and make them stronger. So now they just like
Crush mines.
one shot you and stuff like that.
Nice, Josh. And beta, I mean the original XCOM from '94. I think I had the EU version, which was named UFO Enemy Unknown, if I'm not mistaken. It's actually the first computer game I ever had on a CD. I got it to christen my
Now this pipe
my new
No, it's gonna go
my new and shiny
hope-
CD drive, and that was my first CD. And I mean, that game probably defined my
46.
early love for tactics for sure.
Thing on it.
Wow, what thing?
Well, Zosh, it's a much less forgiving game because balance wasn't a thing back then, so it was like it was both more random and less balanced, and also you had to actually to win UFO enemy unknown defense on the higher difficulties. You actually have as a player to fully comprehend how the AI works. That's probably the only shot a person has at beating that game because it doesn't always make sense. They don't do like it's not like they're doing the ideal things, but if you do not prepare for very specific things, you are going to lose the game. And it's a hard game. I mean, that's probably why I put so many hours into it. You can always crank it up. There were like 10 difficulties.
How are you guys so low level?
He didn't do the tutorial.
You've been killing enemies for a while.
He didn't do the tutorial, plus the Savage had lots of XP and died.
Yeah, I think the Savage got all the experience.
Yeah, something like that.
Yay! Blind.
Blinding light, yeah. Totally.
No question about it.
Of course. 50%.
Yeah, do
So I
it.
gotta-
Get up close, kill it, one shot.
What?
Ex-
No, man.
execution style.
What if you miss?
Then he probably can't reach me from over here, I
He
think.
totally can. From
Level
that
up.
range, he totally can.
Alright,
Yep.
so
Yep. Until we finally buff Fire Arrow, we don't need it. But it is gonna get buffed, people. Fire Arrow currently is too weak. We agree with your feedback.
Actually, it varies, I think. Like in Village, it's really strong.
But in Village, it's still not the Fire Arrow that is strong. It is the fire effect that it creates, and the Fireball is
fair,
still
yes.
much stronger.
Yeah,
Uh,
that's true.
And I mean, if like we intend to, we give people other means to start fires, like bonfires strewn around the village or stuff like that, it will become even less relevant, like the way it is now.
it's true.
Plus, we also intend for all environments to have flammable parts in them. Fire is not going to be so irrelevant as it is now in caves and in dungeon. So things are going to still be tweaked quite a bit when it comes to fire, because naturally right now in Village it's way too strong, it's insanely OP, and everywhere else it's lackluster, because there's not many flammable objects in there yet.
Yeah.
But that's going to change.
Well, one idea we're examining after today's conversation, actually, is that like if you burn down too much of the village, you don't get as much of a reward because you're supposed to save the place. So
Yep.
if you burn the
It's
entire
actually-
village down, you get nothing.
It's actually part of the suggestions we got from one of our players who asked if a village is incinerated completely. Does it show on the world map, on the strategy map? And we thought about it and we said, well, obviously it has to, because that village is gone. We're not gonna return to the village 2 minutes afterwards and find it rebuilt because you burned it down, and it might have repercussions. It might mean that village will not help you or not give you resources, or you will not be able to rest there, or I mean, we're still not sure how exactly we're gonna play it, but what we are pretty certain of is yes, like insane tactical decisions should have some impact on the strategy layer and the world map.
Yeah. I like the idea of like how we become the menace of the world. Like they hire you to
Oh
save
wait,
the village.
hey Jordy,
But
welcome to our
there's-
stream. Didn't notice you coming in there. Thank you for joining us. If you have any questions, feel free to ask them. We're playing in the background, but we're mostly here to chat and chill out. We're relaxing a bit after a really difficult month. So thanks for sharing it with us, and cheers.
אגב, הוא מישהו שהוא כאילו עונה, אני עושה עכשיו גם כן משחק אינדי שנקרא גלדיאטור או משהו. ג'ורדי.
Oh, really?
Oh,
Cool, Jordy.
so Jordy, we just heard you're also an indie dev working on your game. If you want, you can post a link in chat for people to check it out, and so we can
Actually-
give it a look as well. So please do.
Yeah, you can't post the link because then the Nightball will go
All
harsh on
right,
you.
bloody
But send
Nightball.
us the link and we'll just post it for you.
Yeah.
Oh no, actually no. If you post the link, I can make sure that it appears. So Actually, just
We'll
post the
approve
link.
it. Just post the link. We'll figure it out.
What's the game about?
Beta is asking, does that mean Omer and Shai usually stream very late at night? Well, yes and no. I usually streamed late at night. Omer usually streamed early in the morning. It might sound like it's not very different, but it is. You know.
Hey, Libri. We got another one.
Welcome, Liberi. Thanks for joining us. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. This stream is for you guys. We're just chilling out, so feel free.
You taking Jordy's question?
Well,
Chilling off.
Jordy is asking.
Your is off.
So Jordy is asking, where did most of our Kickstarter traffic come from? Well, first of all, we since the campaign is still running, we haven't produced like final reports, so I can't really answer that very easily. But I can tell you it was a mixture of Facebook traffic, Twitter traffic, a lot of search, quite a bit of search. And tons of traffic from Kickstarter itself. I'm going to make an estimate, probably around, well, at least like 5-6% of our pledges came from Kickstarter internally. I think it's more. That's just the ballpark before we get into the data, really. It might be even as high as like $10,000 or $15,000, but. In terms of external traffic, we had like a couple of small Facebook advertisements we made ourselves, but they brought like maybe, I don't think they brought more than like 5 to 10% of traffic. It was mostly organic. And we also saw like serious traffic peaks when we uploaded builds to Steam, IndieDB, and GameJolt specifically. GameJolt had in the last month and a half over, if I remember correctly, over 6,000 people downloading the demo and playing our game. So that was a major thing. We were surprised by that. Steam also brought a lot of people. I think that pretty much covers it in terms of like main sources. Of course, every time a YouTuber or a streamer played our game or an article was written about it, we could always see like an influx of people coming to look over our campaign. Also, a huge boost early on was when In Exile Entertainment included us in an update for Wasteland 3. That was like amazing. We got tons of visitors and plenty of people who actually love the genre and became our backers too. So partnerships and like goodwill between devs definitely accounts for a lot of what we managed to gain in the campaign. We had tons of other devs help us. Obsidian, Stoic helped us. Obsidian actually hosted us on their stream. It was fantastic.
These guys are amazing.
We were really shocked by how much goodwill is out there in this community. I mean, we know those people are busy. We know they're working on fantastic games because we played their previous ones, and still they took the time. They gave us advice. They helped us get some eyes on our project. It was really amazing. And of course, we're trying to do our part as well with other indies currently on Kickstarter, etc., like Jellyfish Games. Check out Astro Base Command. Really nice project. They're in their last week as well. This is what it's about, like people helping each other and believing that the game has merit, like we believe.
What software are you using for asset creation? Well, lots of them. Photoshop, obviously, for concept. It all starts either with a pen and paper or right in Photoshop. Yeah, and we also use ZBrush to create the meshes. Actually, yeah, Yuda is ZBrushing right now. If you want to see, maybe.
At this very moment.
I don't know how I can show it. Maybe just
Yes, beta. Wait, let's finish answering Liberi. So we're using Photoshop, Maya, Unity, obviously,
Yeah,
and
everything has to go into
and ZBrush.
Unity and yeah, we also use 3D Code, which is an amazing texturing software.
Right.
Which it fits really good to our style because it's all hand painted. Yep, that's nice.
Beta, you are asking. Oh, you're asking whether it was the Wasteland developer itself. Yes, Inexcel Entertainment are the developers of Wasteland, and they gave us tons of help during our campaign. Same goes for Obsidian, for Stoic. And in the last week, we suddenly got like a bunch of like idols, like people we. I will not use words that are demeaning, but we will bow down and kiss the ground if they show up in front of us, slightly. Like Ken Levine, who is responsible for BioShock and for System Shock 2 and for Thief. And we've got support from Julian Gollop, who is the guy who actually made the original UFO Enemy Unknown back in '94, which, as I mentioned, is one of my most cherished childhood games. And just a couple of days ago, we got a share from Mr. John Romero, responsible for like everything. Doom and Quake and Commander Keen and like every ID game ever, and that was mind-blowing. Again, we were so shocked that we even got seen by them, not to mention that they actually liked our project well enough to post something. They don't do that a lot. It was... We might have danced in the office a bit. We might have. No
Yeah.
confirmed reports.
Yeah, and I think like really the most amazing thing about this, and the games industry in general, is that they have nothing to gain from us. Like we're an indie developer, we're relatively very small, and these people are massive. They're just from being like their only incentive is to be awesome people and to support game development.
Which
That's-
they are.
That's exactly it. I mean, that's why it was so amazing, because honestly, that's another thing that might be relevant for you, Jordy, regarding your question about the Kickstarter. When we prepared for Kickstarter and for promoting it, we made all sorts of lists, and we figure out which like Facebook groups we need to be in, and which Twitter feeds, and whether there are other platforms, etc., etc., and which people we want to approach. Like we approached probably in total hundreds of journalists and dozens of publishers, and many hundreds, probably over 1,000 YouTubers and streamers, and we never even considered going up to people like Ken Levine or John Romero, because we figured, okay, these are the busiest minds in the industry. We are still very tiny. There is absolutely no reason for them to even answer our emails, so we didn't do that. And the thing is, we realize in retrospect, we were wrong in that sense. Everybody in this industry who we've been in touch with was super friendly and super warm and super helpful. At worst, he told us, listen, I don't have time, I'm really, really busy right now, I'm sorry. But that's like the worst case. Most people helped in some way, telling their friends in circles, posting or retweeting something we posted, or playing our game publicly, or sharing it publicly. But no, we didn't get negative responses that justify our initial decision to stay away from more famous, more prominent people. They were just as nice as our fellow indie devs. Everybody was just... That was like the takeaway from our interaction with people during this campaign.
Also,
Gamers are super nice.
value now family and friends.
Oh yeah, that's another great point. That's another thing that's relevant for you, Jordy. We also had very strong support from our circles of family and friends. In fact, like probably 20% of our Kickstarter goal has been reached on family and friends, helping us realize our dream, and that is on its own super amazing for us. We do not know whether we could have done it without. We probably couldn't have. So, we usually don't mention that because we thank family and friends in person very often, every day, in multiple ways. But it is something that is super relevant. I mean, I do recommend for any person going for Kickstarter to make sure that he has like his support group, family and friends who are willing and able to actually help him out. It makes, especially early in the campaign, it's very important. The first 20 or 30% of the campaign's funding are psychologically very hard to get because people still aren't sure you're gonna make it. It's easy for them to just wait out and see what happens. And family and friends are people you can count on for sure to help you push the first leg of the way. And ours, well, that's one thing that's good about being 9 people in the team. That means 9 circles of families and friends, and we actually got tons of help from them.
I know he can reach me from over here.
I think just keep the crystal on him and try to
Yeah, I will.
No worries, Liberty. We fully intend to add a whole bunch more of objects of all sorts, not only barrels. Every environment is going to have like an array of objects. Some of them can be kicked, some of them can be toppled. There will be more types of physics interactions with objects down the road, so no worries. You will have more to look forward to in that sense.
You want to talk about ideas that we had for the tundra, for the ice environment? I don't know if that's making it in, but ideas for it.
Well, we could give you an example. A while ago, like 2 weeks ago, a while ago. It feels like years ago because the campaign was so intensive. But like 2 weeks ago, we had a community poll to see people's priorities for stretch goals, and the winning option was a new environment, a glacial environment, and we really loved that idea. And now it's almost, I mean, it's next to impossible that we'll be making that kind of stretch because an environment is over $30,000 to make in man hours and expenditures. But, however, we do intend to try. I mean, we have our overall development timetable, and whenever we actually manage to finish something earlier, we're gonna have extra time to invest in things the community wants, in things that we want and haven't had time for, etc.
Yeah,
so
and some ideas in regards to that environment are that just like how caves has spiders where it changes the gameplay entirely because you destroyed your cocoons and they spawn and you have to play around that. Some ideas in regards to a glacial environment were that if you push something, it moves a lot further than it normally would.
because there's no friction.
Yeah, friction is much lower. And frozen fire, it's more difficult to set things on fire.
So we actually realized the glacial environment is gonna be like the pro level, like because other levels might be solved with like putting everything on fire and hiding in the corner is gonna be a very viable tactic on some levels, unless we do something about it, which we might. But for now, we will. But for now, it's a pretty viable tactic, to be honest. Like in Village especially. You can just light it on fire and hide in a corner and wait it out. There might be like 2 goblins left when everything is cleared off the level and it's like pure ground, with no objects on it because everything burned down. Anyway,
but you don't get your reward. If you burn down the village that's paying you,
Yep.
it won't pay you as much.
It is fair to say though, we do plan to make fire spread different and slightly more predictable, let's say. Right now,
And controllable, actually. That's
and controllable because we are going to add freezing and perhaps even water aspected abilities to some of the heroes, like freezing arrow already puts out a fire, for example. So we're gonna have more abilities like that, enabling you to like
Thank you, Garbarak.
to do some damage control when you start a fire that's too big.
And maybe wind for making things worse. Like spreading the fire further.
That's probably gonna happen.
Definitely gonna happen.
Yeah. Well, we have tons of ideas, that's for sure.
I'm thinking what's gonna be the most fun about this guy right over here.
Grapple hook.
It's like a grapple hook from here to this barrel.
Wait, what?
So it will do like. tick, tick, tick.
It's not gonna happen. That's the problem.
Have
with it.
faith, guy. Have faith.
I do not have faith. Should I just go up and, I don't know, kill him or something?
Yeah, you can kill him.
Yeah, just go.
Yeah, am I allowed to kill him?
Or grapple hook the vase behind him.
Let's try the grapple hook thing. 100%.
Yeah!
Oh,
Let's see
no.
what happens.
No way. Oh,
Fuck you!
That worked. That worked.
Fuck you! Actually, you didn't
that's-
say though.
No,
Fuck
I
you personally.
did, but.
Actually,
Which
the-
rules
the
regards
reason-
to that is are.
I don't know. Maybe we should post. We are generally a mature audience.
We should change
People.
our Twitch
Yeah.
options if you do say words like that. So
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
We
I'll
should
just
decide
avoid.
about
I'll just
saying it or
avoid
not.
saying them for now, and we'll figure it out. Down
Nobody
the road.
heard that.
Nobody
Guys.
heard that.
Just, like, you didn't
heard
hear
what?
that.
Heard
I didn't
what?
hear anything.
Exactly.
I don't know.
Yeah, may just get some XP
Nice.
and health.
But is anyone injured at all?
Blink.
Yep.
Like the only reason I take Fireball in the dungeon is because it has an area of effect. So it might come in.
Still
handy.
blink.
Yeah, but it doesn't do
I
a lot of
always take blink first. I don't even take swap before blink. I love blink.
swap. I love swap. I
Blink
like
is my
Fireball.
favorite.
Swap is way
Swap is the
cooler.
best.
Swap is amazing because of the things that.
More barrels, I agree.
On last night's stream, Beta was here. He saw that I swapped the mage with a gigantic tree, and then we got into a discussion
How much fun was that, right?
about energy requirements for spells. And then I figured, I mean, it will take time, but we could theoretically translate every spell to joules or newtons based on its perceived effect, and actually compare them in terms of energy spent. It's possible.
It is possible.
It's not going to be balanced though if you do it that way, because the reason games don't balance abilities by joules or newtons usually is because you see different effects, even if they have the same energy requirement, they have very different value for your tactics. For example, lifting a crate or a heavy barrel one tile might take more energy than ramming a sword into your enemy's head. However, the later is going to be more beneficial for killing the enemy
Don't know what
than a lift.
but okay.
So that's why it's unlikely we will ever balance things purely on energy requirements. That was asked once.
Smoke bomb.
What? No need, man. I shouldn't just waste my smoke
Dude,
bomb
he's
on
gonna
him.
walk up and oh, you have a camera.
He's what
He's
is it
a
called?
dead
He's an
skeleton.
archer. He's a dead
Oh,
archer.
okay.
So
Good call.
now what? I want taunt. Let's get me some taunt.
Yep.
Your paladin is like level 6
Brazilian,
or something.
yeah.
Listen,
And the
there,
other character
there is no ability icon in the game I love more than the taunt icon.
It's so funny. I love it. Okay, so his click is right over there. We're pretty far away.
Thanks a bunch, Zosh. Thanks for being here. Good to see you. And you know, whenever you feel like chatting, whenever you have any thoughts cropping up on the game, talk to us. We love hearing from you. Thanks a bunch, man, for everything.
Is he going?
Yeah, he has to go.
Thank you so much,
Bye, Josh.
for
Bye bye.
everything.
Bye.
Where am I gonna go now? Just over here, I guess.
Oh yeah, Beta. You bet I did. I
Look at
slept.
that,
I slept
ability
for
bar is so full
8
of-
hours. I slept for the full 8 hours today. It's my first time in probably 6 weeks. It was amazing. Thank you.
And here comes the spider. Oh man, he's aggressive.
Good for you.
Uh,
Actually, not the pillar will get him.
27
Won't it?
health.
The poor won't get him.
Isn't the pillar 2 tile when it crashes down? I think it is.
No, it's just one tile.
I think it will ram into
I
him.
do have swap.
Swap.
You-
Although it might not let you, because the spider's pretty big.
Listen, the pillar will stun it. The pillar will stun it for sure.
I'm pretty sure it won't.
Wanna bet? Wanna bet?
No, because then I'll be dead, and that'll be your turn. And
I'll give you my turn. You'll have
Yeah,
2
you will,
turns.
you
If
will.
you die for this, for dropping the pillar on him, then yes, you have my turn.
look, I'm so sure that it's just one tile.
Let's try.
It's a waste of time.
Let's
man.
try.
It's a waste of time.
Try it.
I'm sorry, no, I'm not.
I'm gonna give you.
Look, I'm gonna do something much, much cooler instead. I'm gonna swap into him over here.
Uh,
And then I'm gonna jump with my paladin right over here, and I'm sure I'm gonna kick him right now.
You should have swapped in between two pillars.
So now he's
and
stuck.
that's why you're our best legendary player, Ron.
What is he?
I think
No.
he is, isn't he?
I don't know.
I
But
assume
like I'm
he
seeing
is.
the stuff that guy's doing. Like he's good.
Yep.
Oh yeah. And 46 damage.
I think this calls for implementing versus mode and then having
and then
like
having a tournament.
Fight! Like a death match or something.
That will be horrible.
It will.
I mean, it will be huge fun, but it will be horrible because we will not develop anything in like a week and a half while we do that. You know that, right?
Right. But we'll answer the question of who's the best player. And I
Yeah,
feel like
yeah.
that's the
We
important-
will have that. I'm not sure our Kickstarter backers will appreciate us coming back with Adam is the strongest legendary player instead of a game.
No, dude, they get it. They understand our priorities.
Oh man.
Wow. Okay, so Claude is back right over here.
That's
We have
nice.
A long way to go.
Yeah, but it's good because it means you'll face less spot density, most likely.
I guess. Yeah. Yep. Let's just move forward. And
People think it's the number of enemies that kills you in XCOM, and it's really not. It's spot density that kills you. It's just that when you have enough enemies on a level, it means they're close together and they trigger each other. That's what kills you. Not like the if you could engage them 3 by 3, you could take an infinite number of enemies in XCOM. It's not about that. Well, except for the timers. I fucking hate the timers.
everybody hates the fucking timers.
I don't get it.
And also melee enemies. And also like the giant robot thing.
Yeah.
Sectopod?
Sectopod.
Sectopod.
Yeah. You mean the robot that, like, my first run through that game, I did not know how dangerous a Sectopod is because all it ever did is rise up on its legs and die.
Yeah.
It never actually shot me, so I thought it was like, you know,
Not that big a deal.
whatever, you just hack it away. And then you play on high difficulty. And that shit is scary.
Yeah.
It is.
But like early on it was like, I don't know, it's like a cute mechanical puppy that I put down. But then it became horrible.
I feel like XCOM's like balance is interesting because they're I think what they went for is non-balance, just a lot of overpowered things on both sides. Like you have mimic beacons on your side, and you have a bunch of shotguns that you run up to the enemy and do a bunch of damage. And then on the other side, you have sectopods, which fire like 3 times a turn and do 1,000 damage, and a bunch of other things. And it's like this balance of way too many things that are overpowered on this
What just
side,
happened?
way too many on that side.
You'll see. You'll see what I'm planning over here. I'm really having fun right now. It's just not about killing anybody. It's just like, and you'll come and have a grapple hook.
Right.
What's happening?
What's happening? Oh, I see it.
You see it?
I know what's gonna happen.
Are you ready to rumble?
Ah,
Yes!
that's nice.
Yeah, I actually got him.
That is nice. Good job.
Cool.
Nice.
Nice.
Alright, let's move forward now.
Very nice.
I'll just
I approve.
hug the cone. Garbara. Yep.
Garbarak,
The terrible.
the barely helpful.
Well, now he has grapple.
Now
hook,
now he's helpful.
with grapple hook, like
Yeah.
is
Grab a look is an amazing ability.
it is. I love it. Although I'm biased, so
Oh, Beta says, good job, man.
using
The scorpion. The
oh yeah. Thanks, Beta. I play this game way too much, but hey, that's my job. I love it.
Actually, that's
I
not
love
your
my
job. Your job is to make the game, not play it. Back to work.
Well, one can argue that as
One
a game
can
designer,
argue. Go animate something.
I will.
Yeah,
will.
I know you will. You'll animate lots of thingies.
Just so you know, guys, we have 2 more hours to go, and we're almost at 78K.
Okay.
Did you hear that? We have
2
more
hours. 2 hours to go. 78K. If you want to hit those stretches, well, I know you guys already backed us, but tell your friends. And thank you.
Thank you very much for everybody who's in here with us and who just backed us throughout this campaign. We got so much great support.
Yeah.
Oh,
Thank you
another
so
one?
much.
Thank you.
I just had an image in my mind of like how Chinese guys when say thank you. It's so much fun.
Don't say that. Because I.
No, because like no. I've been to China not long ago and they're so funny. Like for everything you say to them, they say thank you back. So it's like yeah, thank you. It was so much fun.
By the way, welcome, Alfie boy. Thanks for joining us on stream. Feel free to ask any questions. Let us know how was your day or whatever else.
Oh, he's an archer. Okay, I'm not worried.
Nice. Not nice.
Missed. Well, he missed as well.
Decent. By the way, one of the scary things that is also different in Fort Triumph is, in XCOM, sometimes there's like, you can clearly see when a character is missing his shot, because he would often like shoot backwards or like radically sideways or into the floor, especially when his target is right in front of him. And the way we did it is kind of different in the sense that a miss is not like decided and then animated in that sense, not perfectly, but the miss also has a chance to hit other things. Like if you miss your target, you might hit its cover or something to the side of it or something behind it, depending on where your actual projectile went, because physics. So that's also one thing to look out for. An enemy missing is not necessarily, it's not something that should always make you feel great, because it could be a miss that still harms your tactics. You should prefer to shut them down in that sense. Yeah, there's a chest there.
I never noticed that.
Ah, that's a hard question, Beta. How many turn-based strategy games did any of you guys play? I have no way to answer that. I can tell you that
Lots and lots of turn-based.
I
games.
have no idea. I mean, I probably have like 200 or so games on Steam, and probably like a quarter of them are in the genre. And before Steam, like the thing is you need to understand is like before Steam, if we're talking about our high school days or our school days, there wasn't that much of a selection to the point that you pretty much had to play everything. Like, there couldn't be a major turn-based strategy release that you would skip on because there was like maybe one a year back then. There wasn't like 100 games coming out a day like it is nowadays. You waited for months for that one strategy game to come out so you can get it, so you can play it. So it's really hard to say how many games, but pretty much any game that had any profile back then, and probably
No, but that
a
was
couple of
much
hundreds
also.
nowadays.
Almost all of Super Nintendo RPGs of taste.
Oh, you might have not heard him. Our portrait master Yuda just said that he played every single turn-based game on Super Nintendo. I don't know how many games that means, but that's his contribution.
My hobby, like since XCOM Enemy Unknown, I think the whole genre has started creating a ton of extra games. Like if we started listing them, the list has like dozens of them. My hobby is like playing a bunch of those.
Cover and blind.
What?
You could just cover and blind,
Cover and blind? What?
run the poly into cover and blind him.
Yeah, but then the Reaper would be all over me.
Yeah,
so I'm not
but
sure.
he's not gonna hit you in full cover.
I'd rather take him out first and then.
He's not gonna
Oh,
fireball a
shit!
single
No,
person.
misclick!
Is he? Oh!
Wow.
Wow! Go!
Oh no, man.
Then restart.
Plenty of lines.
Just like
Yeah, you
save
can.
load.
You can probably blink whirlwind 3 of them.
What? But then this guy will just kill me.
You
Oh
can
my
probably slash
God.
and dash this guy.
I don't have a savage to slash
Oh,
and
you don't have a savage? What happened?
dash. Fuck you.
A slash and dash would be perfect here, man.
It will. It would have been.
Beta is asking Yuda, have you played Fire Emblem and Advance Wars?
I'm playing it right now. I'm playing the Fire Emblem series on my cell phone.
Yuda is saying he actually missed Fire Emblem before and he's playing the entire series right now, nowadays, on his mobile, actually, on his smartphone.
Yeah, let's just hope for the best.
Were not quoted until recently because they will never translate it. So couldn't play them.
Nice.
Yeah, so he's going down, but I still have so many enemies on my tail right now.
Yep.
Yeah, we'll just go through it.
It's fine because they're gonna spend, like, 2 of them spend their turn moving. Oh, that stings.
Oh man.
Oh, that stings so hard. Okay.
Alright. Grapple hook at Reaper ASAP.
Where to, though? He needs to flank for that. Because right now it will just go here and not touch anything. Because
What,
it's...
the pillar?
If he grapples the... I don't think he can move the Reaper...
Oh yeah, I mean
Like-
the pillar behind the Reaper.
oh,
Yeah, this went onto him. That's what I'm thinking as well.
And then that moves the cover from that skeleton.
partially, yeah.
So
Yeah, but he's practically dead, and he's like the first
I
tier
wouldn't
archer.
prioritize the Reaper specifically. I would prioritize anything that is on that like arc, like clear it from right to left, so they keep trying to flank you that way.
Yeah.
No, don't do
I
that.
think
No, no, I'm
grapple hook the Reaper guy, blinding light one of the archer guys, and knock something into the other archer.
Well, what I'm
Just
thinking
live to
actually
play another turn.
is the ranger has the smoke bomb, and it has a larger area of effect. So if I can smoke bomb right over here, then both of them will be blinded.
But to smoke there, you need to expose your ranger entirely, pretty much.
I don't think so. I think if Gomerek's out of the way, then she'll be able to reach it from over there.
I don't think so.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Wait. 1, 2.
It's 2 in parallel. It will be like this. It will end here.
No, which is fine. We should
Okay.
over here, I think.
Go for it.
I think. So let's put Garbarak over here.
But
or
you could use
something.
Garbarak to stun some people with grapple. Though.
What can I grapple? I don't have anything to grapple onto.
Can he get behind this pillar?
There's a bunch of pillars.
Yeah, but then I'm so exposed over here.
They can't. They're not going to close the distance if you stun this one. They will have to go around him, and they won't have enough movement. I think. If you like stun them in a line.
Okay, I've got
along
something
here.
in mind. Let's try it. I'm gonna.
Exactly. That's what I thought. And then those two are stunned,
Oh,
and they
is
block
that
the
gonna have enough
passage.
force, though?
I think so because this one is the smallest skeleton, and he flies pretty far with pushes. I
Yeah.
think so. I don't know. I
It'll
think
be a
it will
kill
work.
and the stun, and then I'll have these two to deal with.
And you can whirlwind this down onto him.
I can also have a smoke bomb right here in the middle. I'm gonna do that. Okay.
It's not gonna reach.
It did! Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, the small skeleton flies.
Okay. That's
Nice.
awesome.
And.
You have another. I think.
Wait, you have another grapple, right?
Yeah, grapple.
Have
So you
another
can grapple
Right,
from
right.
here and stun him, and whirlwind this thing into him, and GG.
I will do that. I will do
Unless you miss a shot, and then it's
It will be less good.
a Charlie Fox, right? We're keeping our stream clear now from. Oh wait. Question from Beta: when did the first idea for Fort Triumph came to be? Well, do you want to take that, sir?
I think it was. I feel like I've said this on like
Yeah.
in 20 different places.
It's also part of the trailer, so it's funny because I listened to him start to pronounce the answer, and I can hear it in my mind already.
So to make it relatively quickly, after playing XCOM Enemy Unknown, like the one that came out, like not the first one, XCOM Enemy Unknown, it had like its gameplay. I think, in my opinion, was just like amazing. I think it advanced
Oh,
the
shit.
entire genre.
Whoa.
The whole. What happened?
Yeah, that was a close call.
Skeleton missed like a 75% shot. Oh no, we had blind, so
No.
25. Never mind.
He's
Okay.
gonna reach me. Oh man. Oh man.
So XCOM Enemy Unknown, I think, like revolutionized the entire genre, and like we kind of started thinking, like, what would be the next thing? And the idea was that, like, what you have with XCOM, where you have cover and
I guess.
destructible terrain and all those things, and flanking.
And for great moves.
That plus physics, being able to push an enemy off cliffs, being able to set forests on fire, and I think like it's hard. There's no right or wrong answer, but I think we had the right answer because most games in the genre nowadays are slowly going
gonna taunt
towards where we're headed as well. Like if you look at them, they all put a little bit of physics or a little bit of burning things. And using cover and all those. Like Hero 7 had a bit of it. Blackguards has interactable terrain. Wasteland. Does Wasteland have anything?
No, but Divinity had like the magic thing
Yeah.
going.
Divinity has a beautiful system. Massive
Great
Chalice
magic system.
has a little bit of like pushing enemies, and if they hit a wall, they get stunned. They're all like going slightly in that direction.
And by the way, what Mages of Ilaria is doing is fantastic in that sense. They actually do a lot of environmental stuff, but they channel it through the magic system.
Yeah.
There's a lot of interesting takes.
Yeah, definitely. I think a lot of them are taking baby steps though. Like they implement like the tiniest thing, and they could do it a little bit more. The whole genre is headed that way.
Or that's what we hope.
Yes.
And believe.
Maybe we're like entirely wrong, and none of this is gonna happen.
Well, if like 60% of the feedback we get is like remove environmentals, we just want to play like tactical cover based, I guess we'll have to rethink our steps. But so far, honestly, the feedback we've gotten for the environmentals is beyond fantastic. Like we have to look hard to find a purely negative response to the environmentals. Like some people say that environmental is a bit too strong, but no one says it's not fun to use it, which is what we care about the most at this point, because we're testing our concepts and we're figuring out like exactly what each party is gonna play. And the main criteria, at the end of the day, the main criteria is not balance and it's not realism. It's how fun and how good the experience is for the people playing it. Rip Paladin.
Yep.
Um,
That was expected, though.
So
Yeah,
I mean,
think
as long
there's-
as more people are as excited about environmentals as we are, I don't see us like, tuning down any.
I think the beauty of like using the environment is that it creates these situations where you get to think, like how we're playing now. Like if it was just our heroes and the enemies, there would basically be no hope. Like you'd just be like, well, I don't have enough damage to do anything here. But because there's like you get to look around and use advantages and things like that. There's actually hope in this situation. Not much, guy. Like,
Right,
You're going to
like,
lose, basically. But
Nah,
there's
he's
some-
gonna get it. He's gonna get it.
Some hope.
Like a couple of days ago, I was watching this nice streamer playing our game, and he lost his party. He had like two heavily injured heroes at the end of caves, and he was facing the ogre. And eventually, like, he was basically running away until like he realized the fact that the ogre has like triple their HP and triple their damage, and he's gonna one-shot anyone that's not running away, doesn't make the ogre invincible because there's environmentals. And the second he got that, he just, he waited for the ogre to chase him into between like a couple of stalactites, stunned it, and then it became like an easy solve. So that's like the lowest level of understanding environmentals, understanding the extra value you can get from them.
Yeah.
But
What just happened?
I mean, it's gonna get so much deeper. There's gonna be so many things, like so many possible solutions.
Yeah, totally. I think like there's two types of players who love this genre. It's the ones who really like tactical games, like what the environmentals interactions offer them. And there's people who like the whole RPG aspect of it, having a bunch of heroes with skill
That's exactly
sets.
what Beta is saying, actually.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Beta just said you have to realize there's separate parts for strategy games and RPGs.
Yeah, I agree. We hope to like create things that both people will like.
Yep. There's no doubt it's not going to be easy because in order to do that, we basically have to tie things together. Have the RPG elements like skill trees and character development actually affect the tactical layer, the environmental usage, the things you can do in combat, back and forth. So, I mean, it's not like we're well aware of the magnitude of the task that we're faced with. It's going to be extremely complex. It's going to be a complex game. But, right now we're just purely excited to be able to make it. I mean, that's a great start for making a great game, being able to start making it. So we're just happy with that right now.
And we're there thanks to you guys. So really, thank you.
You're like our soundboard.
Yeah.
Let's see, do we have any new joiners on stream?
Well,
Yeah, this isn't going too well for you, man.
yeah, I'm playing very defensive right now because otherwise I won't be making it. Yeah.
Yeah, beta.
Still
We are.
here.
Thank you.
I'll be right back. You guys can pick if you want like a programmer to join instead or an artist.
Yeah. We might actually do like a 5-minute break in the middle of it, regardless, because we all probably can use like a bathroom and a coffee or something,
I definitely need a
A
coffee.
beer.
and another beer, of course. But we'll finish up this dungeon first for sure.
Yeah, I'm still fighting here. Oh man, it was an
Oh crap! Oh. Okay, you're still in it. You're still in it. He's burning. Oh, he's not burning enough.
He's not burning enough, no.
No.
I'm gonna just go back.
You could blind the entrance, and you could hit him and the guy behind him.
There's no one behind him, I think.
Is the last one? No.
Oh no, there's tons of them over here.
Okay.
They're just not activated right now.
Gotcha. Nah, beta. We don't need
Yeah,
rest. We just need to play games. No, that's a lie. We do need rest. We will get it later, though. We've been at it for like. The thing is, it's not even the last month because it's been 34 days of a campaign, and even before the campaign started, we've been grinding for Kickstarter probably since like mid-February or early March. So it's probably like almost 3 months now of this hectic route. I can't even call it a routine. Like this hectic day-to-day struggle with like everything. Before Kickstarter, it was bureaucracy and preparing the trailer. You have no idea. We probably Guy filmed the trailer with Adam probably like 3 entire
3
times.
months ago? Oh,
Yeah,
how many
but
times?
we actually filmed it 3 times because every time we weren't happy enough with it and something was wrong or there was background noise. One of the downsides of being an indie team with no professional oh crap.
Yeah, never mind. I was ready
Okay,
to
you don't
listen
need her.
just
You don't
for
need
the
her.
fact that I
Basically became an advertising thing for life.
Exactly. We all like learned new skills that our professions don't really call for. But that's interesting. It's part of. I'm not sure it would have been worthwhile to do it if it didn't demand us to rise up. It was a super difficult thing, and by succeeding in Kickstarter, I think we gain a lot of confidence for whatever comes next. We proved to ourselves, first of all, that we're able to, drop everything and produce materials and make a demo that's, good enough for everyone. I'm trying not to use big words, but we posted a global demo that is competing with thousands of other indie games and plenty of other games too, and we actually managed to get people to play and like it. That's amazing, and that tells us first of all that yes, this game. We're not alone in believing this game has to be made. We're not alone in believing this game has potential. This is what this campaign proved above all, and it's amazing to feel that way. Because before that, it was 9 people thinking they have a great thing, but it's not the same as having, what is it now, 1,400 people waiting to play the game? That's mind-blowing. That's amazing.
Also, it's important to take into account that doing this Kickstarter, we really learned a lot, not just in terms of doing marketing, but also for ourselves and for us to be able to summarize everything and to understand what we are able to do and how much does it cost and how much time does it take to do everything, and that's also important. It's a good process. It's a very painful and difficult one, but I think that we're still learning a lot and we're improving a bunch. So
Okay, I'm gonna take 5 minutes break, go to the bathroom and take a breath. Adam is going to keep you company along with Yuda. They're gonna tag team programmer and artist. Ask whatever comes to mind. Feel free. We're here for you. So see you soon.
You want the main seat?
No. You'll play. I'll answer questions and make a fool of myself.
Yeah. What's up, guys?
Hello.
What do you guys want answered? Anything. We have like everything. I'm particularly good at dating advice, I hear.
Yep.
What are we doing? Chapters?
Sure.
Let's do chapters.
Ooh, legendary campaign.
Legendary campaign. Legendary campaign it is. Guy wants to... Wait, did they lose the previous one?
Uh-huh.
No, I win.
No.
Damn.
Did
Really?
Yeah, I won it like a boss.
it?
Nice. Is he lying?
Fire Emblem.
Did,
Did
they really win?
I'm not sure. I didn't notice. Fire Emblem. Oh, we can play other games. You want to play other games? No, we play for Triumph. This is our time of Triumph. We play for Triumph.
Yes.
Fire Emblem. I'm playing it right now, Beta Silder. I got a bunch of it on my cell phone. I have this cool gamepad, and I play Super Nintendo games on it. So I play it right now. And actually, I started with Ogre Tactics a while ago, and it was a bit clumsy for me. And I saw that there is a better version for PlayStation, so I changed to Fire Emblem. It looks a bit more dynamic and easy to play, so I'm gonna play it. And yeah.
I should just mention that I'm a little bit drunk at this point. So,
What that?
We're $1 away from 78K.
No, we already passed 78K.
Someone canceled.
Someone canceled.
Oh man, these guys don't know what.
so
they're
this
doing.
none of this counts.
Yeah.
And if Guy did better than I do, that's just pure luck. Clearly. Okay, so we're gonna do this XCOM style slowly and with overwatches, just for this portion. Wow, the camera's like really close.
Luck is a powerful word. Yes. Yes, we should have a luck factor in this game. I mean, an ability to boost your luck, maybe.
Yeah. Okay, so if we walk here, this Overwatch hits us. I'm wondering if we can, like, throw someone over the fence. Because that would basically be the coolest thing ever. But to lift them over the fence, we need to bring them there. And we don't have Blink. Blink doesn't trigger Overwatch. So we will not do that. Or will we? We will not.
We need catapults in this game so we can launch
What?
launch heroes.
Honestly,
How are whirlwinds?
every medieval game needs a catapult.
Yeah,
At least one.
and a cannonball, a human for humans.
Trebuchet.
Trebuchet.
Trebuchet is probably the fanciest name for a huge piece of wood throwing a huge piece of stone ever.
Le trebuchet.
It sounds like a bloody dessert, not like a siege weapon.
Okay, we're just gonna brace and Overwatch and let them make their move.
Better still the raises his hand for trebuchet.
We're all really low level
This
and
is
we don't
like,
have that many
how
options.
Adam is going to a date.
Wow,
Race Overwatch and let
it's like the second turn and the mage is dead. I'm gonna go ahead and guess that this is not gonna go so well.
So, Adam, about the title of the best legendary player.
I never claimed that I was the best, actually. I actually really like the way that Run, who is the lead programmer and the guy play. Also, I'm kind of drunk. So there's some kind of rule that like when you're drunk, things don't count. This doesn't count at all.
This doesn't count. Doesn't count.
Did they Overwatch? He did. These
Well-
goblins are like really ruthless.
Well, consider this
They're
game
making
as,
all the right
Yeah.
moves.
can consider this game now as a 3-hero challenge, legendary difficulty.
I really don't want to move in his area. Oh, doesn't look like he's gonna see us. Is he gonna see us here? He's not. So we move here and Overwatch, and I want to bring. Okay, this guy he definitely does see. So we can move from here. Okay. Okay, something that we can work with at last. Okay, I'm gonna try and. So you need to have. We could try moving the savage here, and I don't know if it's gonna work. We're gonna try lifting the savage over the fence. There's like a 50% chance that it's no. Ugh, he can't be lifted here. Oh, there's a rock. Yeah. But next turn, that is gonna work.
But next time, I shall have you.
Okay. We'll trick those guys. That was actually a terrible decision because he's gonna go next to the fence. Okay. All right. He's fallen into our trap. This is like the first enemy in the first mission, and there's 2 more now. I'm resigning after this game.
Also, if you guys want to see luck bar or raise it, Hard West is a good example of luck-dependent system somewhat. Hard West
Of what dependent system combat? What do you
of
say?
luck-dependent system.
Yeah, but it's not. I mean, what they call luck there is not actually luck because they have. So for those who don't know, in Hard West, there's a luck stat parameter that actually, but it's actually the opposite of luck. It's the amount of like if you're standing in the open and someone misses you and someone shoots at you, and you have there's like a bar there of like 100, then it takes off from that 100 the chance that it would have hit you. So if you're standing in the open and there's a 60% chance of being hit, you get 100 minus 60. So as long as you have luck, I think it was called luck, you're guaranteed not to be hit. So it's actually the opposite of luck. Like if you keep that stat high, your heroes won't get killed. Right? Yeah. So it was named luck. Okay, we need this guy stunned. Honestly, this is like so bad. We need this guy stunned. I think I'm not sure if we push him on a wall, I don't think that's going to be enough. And this paladin can't reach him. And there might be enemies here. And that guy is obviously going to move to that position and then fire a shot at us. Like the smart thing to do here, besides restart, is to fall back. But that would be boring. Oh wait, he can't. Oh, there's the new mechanic of where they can't attack if you're in melee range. Yeah, so we're good. Okay. I mean, by good I mean we won't die this turn. We'll die like the next one. There might have been something we could have done there.
Oh.
Yeah. Don't. Wait. Why didn't the attack of opportunity trigger? That was weird.
Because he just overwatched. He didn't run away.
He did. He moved from this spot to that spot.
Was the savage hurt?
Before turn before it.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's the best move that we have. It's not good. We could try and. So either 2 to 4 damage. So we're not gonna kill him anyway.
Ooh.
That is good. And I think the best move to do here in this not great situation is at the very least, but he doesn't have much cover here. Yeah, is move the paladin here, so at least he won't be able to use a range attack, which is actually something that I like because it enables you to use the melee characters in ways that they. Why are they always hitting? Oh, he hit him then. But it gives you a lot of a lot of cool things that you can do with the melee characters. Let's see.
Potion.
Yeah, potion. Of course, that's the first move. We have the ranger who can. What's his damage? 2 to 4 damage. Okay, so we're gonna try to kill this guy in one hit, and the paladin does a little bit less damage, so we're gonna use the savage. And it was not enough, which is why we saved the ranger. Alright, now there's a decent chance, although, there's a 100% chance, which is pretty decent. The only problem is it leaves us, no, we can be here. Cool. So we managed to not die on the first room in the first mission.
Good job.
Thank you.
Yeah, not bad.
Homer is saying good job. Why are we taking so much like ceiling imagery? Can you lower it a little bit
Sure.
more? Also, you're not in the picture, so you should move a little bit this way.
I'm not enough in the picture, it seems.
Really need some levels here. Alright.
That was hard not to respond to. This guy outside, I just heard him say that the reason Mac is better than PC is people don't code viruses for Mac. And I'm like, they don't make anything for Mac except us.
That's actually a valid argument.
So how's it
Was
going?
he still in Overwatch? Not
Are we all
good.
dead yet?
We will be soon.
Ah, you only lost one. Don't lose hope. Guy managed to finish his run with 3 people.
Oh, we need this so
Yeah, we
much,
need this
but
so
also
much.
this.
No, you need this.
We need everything.
Houses. Gotta hate houses.
If we pull him,
Pull the house onto him. No, that will not work. Don't try it.
will it?
Don't try it at
Will
home.
it though?
No, I won't.
Going to on. We can try.
Oh.
All right. Here's what we're gonna do. This is the plan. We're gonna play aggressively until we have to restart. Why do they keep hitting? Well, that one was actually pretty likely, so.
Oh, level up.
Frighten or slash and dash.
Frighten is not aggressive enough.
Yeah.
I'm giving you bad advice, but that's okay. Yeah, I only see half your face. Oh, well, the second half is like the first half, so it's okay. You can, I mean, seeing half my face is good enough because they're both the same.
It's perfectly mirrored.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's like, his other job is being like a movie star. He has like a perfectly symmetrical face.
Yep.
Is this a guy Overwatched? So now we're gonna make a classic XCOM mistake, which is move forward when you don't know where the enemies are going to be. Okay, that was actually good. And we'll Overwatch and brace for this turn.
Need more beers. Who wants a beer?
There's actually, I bought a bunch. There's a bunch in there.
A bunch of them where?
On the floor.
The rush tactic.
That was too
Never
simple.
succeed most of the time, but very fun to do. Yep. Definitely.
Yeah, totally.
What I would like to do to see is a speedrun of this speedrun attempt of this game. I think this game would be ideal for speedrunning because it's procedurally generated. It's very much luck based. I mean, it could be very entertaining to try to see a speedrun.
I always play on double speed. Does that count?
No, I mean, yeah, it counts, but you also need to make decisions very, very fast.
I am willing to do a speed run next.
Okay.
Try for it. It will be hilarious and I will die,
Yeah.
but I will try for it. Like a 3-second timer on every action?
Yeah, something like that.
I can do that.
Yeah, let's try that.
I'll try that.
Like,
Do we have a beer opener?
כן, יש בארון בצד שמאל במקום.
Such a vandal.
they,
Apparently, beer openers are all around you.
Yep.
That's true.
they
There are
can't.
fields, Neo. Endless fields.
You guys can't see it, but they just expertly opened a beer on like one of the tables.
Tables.
It
Great.
was very impressive.
Oh no, Yuda, you're out of the frame now. No.
It's okay.
You
The-
can
you
be
can see-
closer. I
can
am
see
over
off
your
my face.
shoulder. It's fine.
You can see half my face. It's enough, apparently.
What I should have done is move the paladin to a position where next turn he'll at least be in a position to be able to fight, like here, because we really need him to use healing aura and get back some of the health that we lost.
Now, an important thing to remember about the Paladin healing aura, it also activates on environmentals. So if the Paladin kicks something and it kills someone, you still get the healing, and that's probably, in most cases, how you should do it. Unless it's like the last enemy. Otherwise, you might expose your Paladin for further damage, and you don't want that.
Ooh.
targets.
Yeah.
Come closer, little goblins. We shall feast on your blood, because we're heroes like that.
Are they all melee?
Yep. No, the one
no,
on the
this
road
guy.
is the one on the road is arranged.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So these two are ranged. This guy is a melee. Let's see.
Start smashing, man.
Yeah. What's the range on this thing?
Oh, I think it's like the rally, no? What's the range on the healing aura, Run? Range on healing aura.
I think 4 tiles.
4 tiles. That's not that big. So get the savage closer before you kill one
We
of
should
them.
do
Yeah.
that if you hover on
I
the
think you should get the archer with the
ability,
savage and then
it
kill
shows
on
the
this
range.
one with the paladin.
No, no, and not
then-
for 6 tiles.
Oh, 6 tiles is better. You don't have to
What?
be that
The
aggressive.
archer. This guy.
You can.
I want to take out the melee ones because they're. Like we're gonna get hit no matter what.
Yeah, but you need to get closer for the healing proc with the savage. The savage is too far away
Oh.
from the paladin.
Okay. You know what? Okay. This is. This is so
you
risky.
could maybe go for a kick diagonally with the archer.
Okay.
I think it should hit, unless he only impacts the barrel in that angle. Okay,
Nice.
that works.
Awesome. And now we can use the paladin. Where's the other one? Oh, there he is.
There's one on the road and one on the crate.
Right.
what's a Roman
Kill
turn-based
him.
game? Beta Silver.
I think let's do a little bit of damage so that we can guarantee the kill.
What's a Roman turn-based game?
What's a Roman turn-based game? Like,
Rome.
you mean like a Rome-themed turn-based game? As in legionnaires and phalanx, etc.?
Roman turn-based
Is
game.
that what you mean? Like gladiators versus legionnaires or stuff like that?
I thought it's a kind of turn-based system.
That's not a diagonal kick for you, isn't it?
Yeah, but it leaves
Aren't you
us.
going to clear the rest of them? Oh, healing potion for the savage, by the way.
The savage or the paladin?
I would probably give it to the savage and
Yeah,
keep
but it
healing
means that
with
he needs to move here. The
But-
paladin is
But
already
the savage
here.
has slash and dash, so she can move, take the potion, slash and dash, and kill something.
That's true.
Or you can heal the paladin, throw him forward, and kill as much as you can with him to kill the savage. That also works.
Honestly, if we kill both of them, do we
I don't
get
think it
double
procs
healing?
once. No, I think it only procs once per turn.
It should do it twice. I feel
Yeah, I
like.
agree. Let's see, beta stilter. Yeah,
Doing the tortoise for
like Banner Saga did that actually, if I'm not mistaken, as well as what's that other game? What's that other fantasy turn-based game where there's strategic layer and the tactical combat? You can put people next to each other for extra defense. You know what I'm talking about?
No, Fire Emblem comes to mind.
That's not. Anyway, yeah, we understand what you're talking about, Beta, and it is nice. The problem with that, and the reason, I mean, we might make enemy types that function that way, perhaps, but for heroes, we try to avoid anything that limits your effective options. And if you're basing yourself off of a formation, which means all your heroes have to be standing in a certain way all the time to be most effective, that in our view hurts the game. It means you have to do like a set piece game instead of understanding the best way to solve every single challenge. So that's why formations are not likely to happen for heroes. But you know, we might add enemy types that do that because we don't care about their gameplay options as long as they're effective as much.
Try to run. Oh wait, it's last turn. Okay.
Oh, right. Go murderize.
Or they
Whatever.
will murder us.
Nah, you're fine. Paladin can take it.
Last play. maybe?
No,
Okay.
that's
לא, אבל
okay.
30 או 40.
All right.
Not heroes. What about
Well-
LA unit or reinforcement?
That's a good question. I don't think we can answer that yet because that's something we're still debating pretty intensely. Like, there are different types of allies. There's like neutral allies and like faction allies and like there's I don't want to get into it because it's not clear yet. Even internally we're still building it, so it might make the wrong impression. But in general, units that are not player controlled are much more likely to have specialized like set tactics that they repeat as long as they're effective and remain challenging. I mean, even on enemy units, it would not be worthwhile to use a formation if it's easy to break it in a very specific way. For example, think of a turtle formation in Fort Triumph. If I see a turtle formation coming my way, all I'm seeing is a bunch of enemies that are going to get stunned because they're standing next to each other, and I'm going to find ways to ram them into each other. So that would be like a formation that doesn't really benefit anyone the way things are and the way our game is shaped. But maybe different types of mutual buffs will be implemented. Oh, you also asked about reinforcements. Well, there will be all sorts of missions, and it's very likely on some missions you'll be joining forces with others, whether we're talking, soldiers or other heroes, or I don't want to spoil it for you. But yes, there might be missions where you get help from more units that you do not directly control, and they might come as reinforcements in specific cases. But that really depends on the specific mission and the context. I mean, it is important for us to keep things like internally sensible. Within the game world, there must be some internal sense. Even internally, we have to keep explaining why are things like that. Why would that be there? Why would they want that, etc. And therefore, if there is a situation where you get reinforcement, it has to be anchored in story and in game context. I mean, you don't just get people running to help you fight in the real world randomly, right? You have to either prepare for it or make a deal or get them on your side and plan it, and they have to know where you are. Yeah, Beta. I'm pretty well familiar with medieval tactics. What I'm saying is the environmental mechanics, specifically of Fort Triumph, will make any tight formation more dangerous to the people in it than to the people out of it. Unless the formation itself negates environmental damage, which is an interesting experiment, to be honest. Maybe at some point we will try having certain types of enemies that are standing next to each other more resilient to pushes and environmental damage. That might make sense. But as things stand, tight formations are something you want to avoid, both as a player and as the enemy AI.
How come you're so familiar with medieval tactics, Shai?
Well, I'm sort of a nerd. At one point in life, I voluntarily wrote like a 400-page essay about like ancient warfare and tactics because I just find that super interesting.
Wow. I thought you had physical experience with medieval formation tactics.
Not so much. Well, I used to go to live-action role-playing games,
yeah.
and we did actually do some formations in some of them, but that's not it, no.
Yeah.
I was fascinated with medieval tactics much earlier in life, actually. I found it reminds me of a chat we had, actually. At the same time I first read the Dune series, I suddenly got super interested in the relationship between circumstance, technology, and human behavior, and warfare is one of the easiest ways to actually take a look into that relationship. And yeah.
That's interesting. So
It's
you
still
can ask
fascinating.
Shai everything you want to know about medieval formation tactics.
Not everything.
Almost everything.
I never studied it. I just read about it a lot. A lot.
He never put it to practice, but he knows all about it.
It's funny, like tons of the things we believe, like in popular culture about medieval tactics, are bullshit.
Really?
Tons of things. Like most, it sounds degrading, but like most ancient engagements boil down to a bunch of people smacking shit into each other. They might, I mean, formations was more a way of movement out of combat than it was a thing of combat. In most parts of history. Of course, the most disciplined forces in the Roman Empire and before that Spartans did actually hold shield walls, but it's like a tiny fraction of military engagements because the average person is not psychologically able to stand in a shield line and accept attacks coming his way.
Yeah, that's true.
So, for most of history, it did not really work like the movies try to show it.
Ugh, this is not going well.
Plus, like medieval weapons, like we have this fantasy of swords cutting and hammers bludgeoning,
Yeah.
etc. But the technological level of weapons was so poor that like swords were blunt instruments
Yeah.
basically, and that's the only reason why armor was so effective because swords couldn't cut through armor in general, for example,
Oh.
for most of history. So it was more about like hitting the hinges of the
Yeah.
armor, or just smacking you on the head until you lose consciousness and then kill you slowly. Terrible thing, medieval warfare. I wouldn't recommend it to anyone. There's like a million better ways to go than medieval warfare.
Sounds right.
Sounds like the name of your essay.
A million better ways to die than medieval warfare? That's a great name for an essay. Essay.
Essay.
Essay.
Essay.
I don't know
Complete
if we'll have
chaos
the
like in the
range
medieval
for that.
Pretty much, I mean, it's not like it's too far from complete chaos nowadays when shit goes wrong. We've seen more than enough examples.
Yeah, I think the definition of war in some situation is that when there's chaos, then it means war. Other than, if it's not chaos, then it's just a military operation. But when it
Yeah,
when
pretty much.
when stuff goes bad, it becomes war by definition.
War is horrible. I mean, the only people that ever support wars are people who have never witnessed any. I truly believe that. Or have witnessed one and got so messed up in the head they need more of that
Or the weapon
to sustain themselves.
Yeah. Or they
banks.
played some fantasy tactics game and want to try some medieval tactics formation in real life and see how it works for them.
They can go to a LARP. They don't need to
Yeah,
make a war for
exactly.
it.
They can-
Don't bother other people for your hobbies, you know?
Just to be clear, we are completely against medieval tactics formations. We're not supporting them.
We do not recommend
medieval warfare.
yeah. In general. By the way, the funniest thing or the most obvious weird thing about medieval warfare is armor. I wore a full armor suit once, and once you wear that thing for like, and it wasn't even like super heavy armor or plate mail. It was like chainmail, full chainmail, and you cannot bloody move in that. And after 5 minutes of walking, you're breathing heavily and
Oh my
having
God.
trouble. So like, I imagine like fighting in that thing would probably mean like pretty soon just dropping on your knees and clawing with your weapon towards enemies because you can't bloody stand anymore. Or everyone had amazing shape. That is also pretty likely, honestly.
Probably both.
But yeah, I mean, armor does not allow acrobatics like we see in the movies. Absolutely not.
No.
You try a cartwheel in armor, you're going to break your neck, essentially. Let's see.
Scourge of...
It might be beta. I'm not sure about it. I'm gonna check it later to remind myself, but you might be right. There were actually quite a few games recently who did that thing where when you put your soldiers in adjacency, they give each other defensive bonuses. And again, for a game where every soldier has to be attacked separately, formations make a lot of sense. But for games where standing next to another person just opens you up for environmental opportunities, it has to be either, I mean, the formation will have to either give immense benefits that counter environmentals, or it's not going to be viable, honestly. Let's see. You have to realize back then people were quite literally training themselves for wearing armor. Yeah, for sure. And when I wore that armor, it was after like 5 years of martial arts training and relevant fitness training, so it wasn't like entirely out of the blue. Not like right now I couldn't even put that suit on. I would probably fall down. But even then, even when I had decent shape and I could run 10 miles, I could not run with an armored suit for more than 2 minutes tops. It was super hard. And again, it wasn't even a super heavy piece of armor, just ordinary chainmail. I imagine plate mail is even worse. I don't know how people use that shit, honestly.
They were the medieval tanks of the day, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think it's a total coincidence that usually people draw the physically larger people in heavier armor. I think it was sort of what you could afford to wear. You had to have, like, if you were like thin or smallish, you had to actually have custom armor that is thinner, so you can actually carry it around without dying just by wearing your armor. And there's actually quite a few medieval engagements ended with most casualties being caused by drowning. Because if you're fighting near water in full armor and whatever happens and you fall into them, you are not coming out of them. There's no way. It's not gonna happen.
There is no eject button.
Nope. Plus, wearing armor, it has like, since it's layered with cotton and leather, you have like 15 different lashes and clasps, so you're not going to release yourself easily and wriggle out of it.
That's taking
You're
so long.
basically
I mean, the spiders keep targeting me.
Not going to last.
Yeah, definitely not going to last long. I mean, most of what we think of armor usage comes from, movies that are essentially not super realistic. But if you actually, on YouTube, there's quite a few full restoration LARPs you can check out, where they actually crafted full suits of armor in real weight, in actual metal. And if you check some of those videos out, you can see like nobody's having fun with that. Nobody's moving it around freely. I mean, they look like they're fighting. I don't know how to say it. They look so clumsy. I mean, they can't move. They can't change direction. It's a very boring affair overall. But you can look it up on YouTube, like true suits of armor. I don't know. What should you look for if you want to see people? Okay, speedrun.
Speedrun. Okay.
Never mind.
Yeah.
Just a second. I'm gonna.
We have like 55 more minutes of Kickstarter. Let's see how fast we can make this run.
What? We have 60 minutes.
I see 55.
Where?
It's 9 o'clock, isn't it?
It's 9:03 or something like that. We have 60
Oh, because of that delay we had with
minutes. Yeah.
Yeah, that's great. Okay, cranking up game speed to ×2. Campaign. Since it's a full speedrun, I guess I will speedrun the tutorial as well. Because why not? Let's go. Speedrun means from the moment I press this key and enter the level, The longest time I'm allowed to stop and think is, let's say, 2 seconds. Sounds fair. And then I have to do something, even if it's really, really bad. Let's see how fast I die, basically. Go, go.
5 minutes.
It's a good thing that I'm starting with a tutorial. It will get me into the pace, and I pretty much know it by heart, so. Okay. Our time, 8:04, is when I started.
So what are the rules for the speedrun? Do I count like to 3 and then you have to make a move?
I said 2. If you
2?
want to give me
Okay.
3, that's fine,
Okay,
but
I'll-
I think we'll...
So it's 1, 2.
Yep,
1, 2, okay.
yep. And it's times 2 speed, so I don't even have animations to think through.
So tutorial doesn't count.
No, misclicks I can't do anything about. You know, if I...
It's part of the speed of doing a speedrun. I mean,
No, the speedrun is about decision making.
it's about decision making, but it's also, I mean, right now you're in the tutorial, it's fine, but when you start the game and you make a wrong decision or make a misclick, that's
No,
weird.
a misclick is fine. What I'm saying is, if it doesn't register my click in 2 seconds,
That's fine, that's okay.
I can't really do anything about that. Oh wait.
That's okay.
Beta, some of them took a break, some of them are in the bathroom, some of them are outside on the phone. That is our team composition for right now.
Some of them are not in the frame of the camera.
Actually,
That's
yeah, like 3 people are right here, but not talking and working. So, hello, ogre son. The reason I took out the burning tree is it not only stuns the ogre for the next turn, it also removes a burning tree, which means Krita will not get toasted right now, which is happy news. And I also make sure to land the last hit on the ogre with Krita to gain an extra level for the rest of the game. Because why not?
Okay,
You
we
know?
go.
Here we
One.
go. Oh,
Wait, one.
that's...
2. 1.
No, wait.
1,
You can count animations.
2. Okay, I don't. Right. Okay, you gotta go fast. I mean, if you go slowly, I'm gonna shut you down.
No problem. Let's start a fire because that never hurt anyone.
Man, you're a pro.
Okay. Ah.
So is this legendary difficulty?
Yep.
Oh.
Yep. Legendary difficulty. Gonna die. Oh, thank you, Hilom, for the host, and welcome. Good to see you. Feel free to ask any questions. We're here for you. Okay.
Right now we're doing a speed run. Shai is playing as fast as he can on legendary difficulty, and if he slows down, I'm going to shut him down. So
Yep.
the game will burn the whole village to save it. Yep, that's the one.
Yep. Ah, what? Okay. He'll die by the fire. Good. 7 damage by the fire. That's a strong fire. I don't want to be here. I want to run.
Yeah, run as fast as you
I
can.
want to run. 7 damage per turn means the fire is like five scales of intensity above what you would get like
Oh no, you're
from a
probably-
fire arrow.
You gotta make a fast decision.
This is
about
not gonna.
spending.
This is not great. This is not great.
Help Moshe.
Ah,
Oh my God, what is
where? Where? Ah! Screw that! I didn't see it in time.
Too late.
It doesn't matter. It's a speed run.
Yeah. You can go back next time.
Yeah. Yep. Take all the bad shots. Stay in the open. 'Cause why not? What can go wrong? And now she's burning. Great. This is gonna be fantastic. Is she dying now? Is the fire gonna finish her off, you think? Will she die? Okay, she's not gonna take more damage from it, and no,
Potion.
I want the potion on the paladin.
Man, you don't have time. This is a speed run.
Yep, exactly. I want the potion on the paladin. I'm standing behind that decision. Paladin is gonna run forward later.
Nice.
You'll get the healing aura as well.
Yep. I don't think I have it yet, honestly.
No, but you have a chest over there.
Right. Yeah, I should have if I had time to think about it.
Going too slowly, Shy.
Okay, speeding up. Fuck you! Fuck you to all hells! Oh, I can't stay here. I'm just running. No action.
Hilom is saying, was excited the Kickstarter goal was reached. We were too, man. We were too.
Yeah. We are too. We're just chilling out for the first time in who knows how long. It's great.
Yeah, only right now Shy is speedrunning, so he's not chilling. So. But
It
after,
is sort of chilling. Oh, is it gonna hit the house? There's 2 tiles here.
yeah, not enough time to think. Man.
No,
You
not enough
can't
time to think.
You either know it or you don't.
It will though.
Good to hear about
No,
it.
2 times okay.
I'm gonna try for that tree instead. Great.
You're doing better than Adam did on the speedrun, so that's nice.
I don't have slash and dash. Okay, I will kick it over just to reduce his cover, and I have no time to think of a better action. Oh, it did work. Who knew? Okay. Everybody run up. Everybody run up, because we've got no time. Just run up. Oh, and there's this crap. Blink. Because blink is faster to plan. Oh, there's a chest! I need a healing aura. More than anything, for a speed run, I need a healing aura. Like right now. Please. Oh, crap. Didn't get it, at least got a blind. A blind is also good for a speed run because it doesn't put you in any risk. You can always do that. At worst, it will not help you, but it will not screw your game. Like many other things we can have. Okay, this is not fantastic. Do we have a shot? I'll take it.
So it looks like the main concern in doing a speedrunning these kinds of games is to trying to stay alive while making stupid decisions.
Exactly.
fast.
Maximize survivability and do a lot of stupid things is the motto. Okay, this is good. This is actually good because he's melee, which makes this decision very easy. And makes this decision pretty easy. It means I can just safely move up and not be happy and stay in Overwatch. Is he flanking me? He is flanking me, and now I'm screwed. I'm gonna blind him. This is exactly why we have the blind. We made a mistake because we moved in the wrong order of heroes, but hopefully we'll not get hurt because blinded. And this one is taken care of, so. Nice! Did not expect that.
That's nice.
Nice roll by the ranger, both in hitting and in the damage roll. Moving up. Nothing to see here. Still moving up. Moving all the way up because I think it's clear. Famous last words, by the way. And now I'm going to trigger the objective, rotate my screen because it's very likely enemies will be coming from behind me. And you know, it's like an Ender's Game thing, like the enemy gate is down thing. The moment you know where your objective is, you need to, it's always healthy to reorient to a position that makes that direction better watched. So that's that. I might be speaking weirdly because I'm trying to play really fast, sorry. Did anyone say time? Yuda, please let me know if anyone is saying anything I can't watch there.
Sure, I'll read the chat.
I'm just gonna Overwatch while reading the chat. Okay, this is fantastic actually. The first two pods of goblins spawned where my shitstorm of fire is is increasing in pace actually. I think like 3 of them are gonna die before I even see them face to face, and the rest of them will be cleared up as they show up.
It's a speedrun. Just go cover yourself somewhere and end the turns.
I don't want to do that.
What?
I don't want to do that.
Doing the idea of a speedrun is to finish the game as quickly as possible. It's not to make stupid decisions as fast as possible and try to avoid them.
I'm gonna finish the game.
Running away with
What's
his
gonna
makeup.
stop me? I'm just gonna start another fire, and everything will be fine.
Sure.
Because that's how things work out usually, right? Oh, this is even better. I'm gonna frighten them back into the fire. Because what's better than fire than more fire? They're gonna die. I'm not gonna see them again. Bye, goblins. Yep. Yep. They're all dead. They're all dead.
Oh my god, that village is very...
This is fantastic. Now, this village is going to be erased from the strategic layer, and I'm not going to get help from those villagers ever again in the full game. But honestly, worth it.
Yeah.
Check it out. I mean, this is so much fun. This is the best speedrun.
Yeah, this is the
not-
fastest. This is the fastest you've seen a village gets burned.
Exactly, and the thing is, it's not going to be possible in like caves and dungeon because we don't have so many flammables there. But we'll make do, and die probably. But we'll make do. For now, I'm just trying to maximize my XP gains because if I get more levels, it will make my bad decisions more manageable down the road. More levels means more health points, it means the full array of abilities that I can leverage, and I really want to get there, so that's why I'm keeping my heroes up front instead of just running them back and waiting it out. I want to get as much experience as I can from these goblins. Okay. Yep, Beta, I agree. Well, you know, destroying a village is not necessarily evil, it's just locally evil. Because, you know, think about it for a second.
Just think of it as a cleansing. We're
Like,
cleansing the village.
right, if the village had like the worst plague in history, like the Black Plague, nobody has a vaccine anywhere in the world, you have a choice, either ignore that village and let the plague consume 66% of the world's population, or you burn that village down. What is more evil in that case? Please answer.
I mean, you always see in the superhero movies that the whole towns get destroyed, and it's for the better good. I mean,
The problem is you usually don't trust the people who define the better good. But objectively speaking, if you have a choice between, if you are the only call maker, and you have a choice between risking 66% of the world's population or burning down a village with everyone in it, what is the the better decision, and who is the more evil person? Yep.
Shall slow down a bit? You
Yeah. I'm sorry. Philosophy does that to me. Although honestly, I think the guy burning down the village is the more evil thing. Personally, I'm just trying to make a discussion here. Because as long as 66% of the world is not dead, there might be a chance to, I don't know, make up a cure or find another solution that does not require to just kill a whole bunch of people for no reason. But it is a worthy question. And we won, and everybody's alive in our speed run.
Yeah?
You see, nothing that some fire won't solve, basically.
Yeah, let's see you now in the caves.
Yeah,
Let's
caves
see
is
you-
gonna probably play out differently. Probably. Okay.
באמת יש רק 3 אנשים בצ'אט?
time, 10%. Fuck it. Great. Great. Since we're out of cover, we might as well be more out of cover. Great.
Ah, that was nice.
How is that nice? I'll just I don't even have a blind. Fuck that. I'm just gonna put the paladin forward to take all the shots, because I can frighten. What will that give me though? Well, 1 melee will not. Oh, they're out of range. Fantastic. And this is the caves. And that's 1, and that's probably 2. No. Saved by RNG. Melee guy is probably gonna run up. He will not reach me, which is great. I still don't have healing aura, which is not great. Because if I had it, I could start regaining health on this critter. Since I do not, I cannot. But I will still do it because this is a speedrun. There's no time, and I need XP on the paladin to get the healing aura as fast as possible. So I will take silly risks just to get him to kill things. I'm gonna try and hit the cocoon because I want the spider helping me out there and entangling both of these enemies. Let's trigger that.
Congrats on the moves like Jagger. Congrats on the goal being reached. Thank you.
Welcome, moves like Jagger, and
And
welcome,
Obsidian.
Obsidian. Hey
Hello.
guys, great to see you. Thanks for coming. We're just chilling.
We're just chilling and
Grab
doing
a beer.
a very fast speed run of 4 trials.
Cheers.
See how we do it.
People are gonna come and say hi in a second. They're just, working. We're currently doing a speed run, by the way. I have like 2 seconds to make every action, and I'm gonna die miserably, like so.
Oh my god.
Then we're gonna try again, maybe. Well, I still have 3 people. It's still possible, like remotely. Yuda, you're gonna have to read out stuff that's happening on chat because
Sure.
I can't really afford to.
Obsidian says working is fine, but it's 10:20 here, and that build still looks good. Yep.
Yep. You will find no arguments here, buddy.
But seriously, congrats. Thank you, Obsidian. Thank you.
Thank you guys. It's a huge relief. We're just now like starting to relax after a month of Kickstarter and 2.5 or 3 months of preparations before that. Feels great, man. Honestly. Meme worthy. And I still don't have healing aura. I need XP. Paladin is not getting his levels. That is not good. And I have nothing here to do. Okay. Let's see.
Oh no, your paladin.
Yep.
You're gonna have to try this level again, I think.
Yep, it looks like that. Looks that way. Yep. But honestly, it did not go as bad as I thought it would. It is bad, but I thought it would be worse, honestly. I didn't think the tutorial would, or the village. Whatever. They're free.
Well, the advantages of speedrunning is that
I can just restart and speedrun.
yes, things go down fast though, so that's fine.
Yep. Yeah.
Oh no.
Hopefully, I will not run into Overwatch next time. What? How was that? Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, that makes sense. For a second there, I wasn't sure why my ranger was able to fire that shot into the adjacent imp thing. But it's a ranged unit, and control zones are only for melee units, and that's why that happened. So, it's not a bug, it's a feature, man. Yay, I stunned one before death. Take that. Okay, are we dead yet? Can we restart? I'm just gonna restart. This is painful, man.
Sure. Go ahead.
And caves take 2. Okay, I like this opening better because I hate that like half wall thing when it generates. And there's our first two enemies. This one is open. Oh, I should have whirlwinded that one. It's a speed run.
I'm gonna get another beer.
Go, go. I'm gonna blind this guy. And I'm gonna try and kill this thing. Again, it's not dead, but I had a level up and I want freezing arrow because slowing down large, strong enemies is one of the best ways to neutralize them, actually. Kiting them, slowing them down, stunning them, helps tons. By the way, if anyone on chat has any questions, wants to share anything, wants to tell us about this cool combo that he had playing our demo, or anything else really, feel free. We're here for you. We're just chilling. Speak your mind. Oh, and again, I moved into Overwatch and was spared by RNG. That's great. That's not so great. And I don't even have slash and dash yet. This is grim. I'm gonna frighten them away just so I can move into better cover, but it's not really going to help me because it increases the odds of exposing extra pods here when I engage that couple of goblins. So, not so great, but at least we don't have casualties yet. Okay, that's actually fantastic. So, threat removed, we can trigger the objective pretty safely and not expect to be super punished. The reason I moved there is because I'm planning to lift cover.
We should host a speedrun competition for this game, you know? Make a scoreboard and the fastest guy
I
to
agree.
beat the game in a week gets a free key.
It's gonna be fun, actually. We should do that.
We should promote speedrunning for this game.
We should do that right after those couple of days where we're not going to do anything at all, except like, I don't know. I'm thinking of taking up Stellaris.
Stellaris.
Yeah, I had a good time. I only had like a few hours to play Stellaris because we were in mid-campaign when I got it. And I think I'm gonna like play Stellaris for a bit.
Cool.
Yeah.
I heard about this game. It's called Pillars of Eternity.
Oh,
I think I might try it.
It's pretty fantastic.
Yeah.
And also, crap, no time. Sorry, I was. Whenever I get to talking, I start misplaying. And another misplay. I should have blinded.
Battle Brothers. We should check Battle Brothers.
Battle Brothers. Okay.
That's been time sync lately.
I am
Real
actually
sense.
fine with trying Battle Brothers. I actually talked to a couple of people from Battle Brothers last week, and they were super nice and super friendly. I'm definitely going to check it out. I just didn't have any time to do that yet.
Obsidian says I heard this different things about the film game.
Have you now?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I think it's actually possible that Pillars is like, I'm trying to think what is like the single game that the majority, like that the most of the team played. Like, what's the widest mutual? I think Pillars might be like a good contender for one of the
Sure.
games that most of us have played.
Definitely.
Like, I don't know who hasn't played Pillars here. Yeah. The silence says it all.
We're not going to show
Silence says it all. Pillars is great. Although actually, wait, what's going on here? No healing aurora yet. I keep making that mistake. I must get it already. Let's drop this. Yep, stunned. Actually gonna move up. Since that guy is stunned, I can stand right next to him safely for a turn. Looks pretty safe. Okay, we lost our cover, but they ended their turn. which is not a big deal. I think I'm going to leave this one. Is the paladin in range? I need more XP. No. No, that's not gonna happen. Okay. That took too long, sorry.
This speedrunning concept is a bit interesting, I think, because on higher levels you gotta think how fast, what is the fastest way to finish a mission, and that's probably taking less risk and doing a lot of damage very fast. So
Actually,
this
it
could be
usually means
interesting.
taking more risks if you're...
Taking more risks, yeah, but also optimizing everything. That's interesting.
By the way, Yuda, you're
Yeah.
not in the frame. Come here, man. They hear your voice, but they don't know who you are, and you're still not in the frame. Get in here. I can play from here.
Okay. So
It's
now I'm in the frame.
Everybody, if you haven't already, meet Yuda, talented artist
Hi.
in our team.
Hello. If you have any art questions or anything.
For sure. Any art questions whatsoever. Do you think a kick... I don't have time to ask that question. And Overwatch in my face. Yeah, makes sense. That's fine. Oh, I might be able to actually get XP for the Paladin. Leveraging those two. Yep. Did I get a level? No! How is that possible?
Just kill some spiders.
Oh, you are perfectly correct. I'm going to stop here and still speedrun while killing some spiders to get extra XP for that Paladin, because I am not going to survive the speedrun without healing aura. It's not going to happen. There's one. Come on, level up. Nope. I'm gonna set him up for this cocoon and hope for the best. Ah! Misclick. Crap. Never mind.
So I told this game, instead of say an action RPG or a pausable combat system. Curious.
Well, that's actually a great question. That's not easy to answer.
have you
so
seen Dwarves?
Thank you for that. I've seen Dwarves. It looks really nice, but I haven't played it yet. What is the reason we like turn-based and we feel turn-based is better for us? Well, I think for one thing,
Will you have an undo button? Don't think we will.
will you have an undo button?
Maybe an ability. Not sure.
Unlikely. We might. Well, it
Okay, so
depends. We might. It's honestly part of the save load question and how much of that and when you can save and load, etc. And we have like 2 or 2.5 factions in the team, each supporting a different solution. And we're going to test it out and just see what people like the best and what rewards people most, probably down the road. But to your previous question, which is a beefy one. I would say it has a lot to do with how balanced and how plannable turn-based tactics are compared to real-time or pausable games. For example, at least in my experience, in most pausable real-time tactical RPGs, it ends up being like most encounters you end up just running through, just unpausing, attack moving everyone, just, calling for spells and doing some minor micromanagement that way. And I feel like a lot of the tactical aspect is going to waste, essentially. When it's turn-based, there is, in a way, it's a sharper level of balance, if that makes any sense. You're able to more easily quantify and compare and balance out different actions that one can use his turn for. And that means you can actually create, in my opinion and in our opinion, a better balanced tactical experience overall when it's turn-based. Or at least it makes it easier. So for an indie studio, it makes it, a simple choice. We think that's the way we can create. That's the only way you can create a well-balanced and interesting tactical game. I wouldn't even want to try and tackle real-time because the variables are much fuzzier. Everything has to have the time factor every KPI has to have the time factored into it. It makes things much more complex and much less easily tweakable. And at least in this phase of development, we are tweaking constantly. We need to have everything easily tweakable.
I also think that personally, I'm a huge fan of faster than light, and this is the kind of game that there's a pause option, and it's a bit of a tactic. I mean, it's a great tactical game, and I think that in this kind of game, it's a bit of a state of mind kind of thing. That the fact that you have a turn, and then you have another turn, and then you have another turn, it's a different kind of pace of a game, and it makes a different experience. And I think this is the kind of experience we want to make, of the kind that you sit and you think and you wait, and then you press a button and see what happens. And my first Kickstarter game I backed. Oh wow, you were one of the backers.
That's
FTL.
FTL is a fantastic game. I mean, plus it's not only fantastic as an experience, it's also very special. There aren't many games like it. I keep going back to FTL because sometimes that's exactly the kind of game I want to play. Fantastic game.
Yeah, but I think that in contrast to FTL, this kind of game, the real turn-based kinds of game, they make a bit of a different experience, and the way you play them is a bit different. So yeah, but definitely FTL is it's huge inspiration, and we.
Yep. I mean, when we first started figuring out how the game is going to be played and what's our replay value, FTL was one of our first things to look at, because we are aiming to make campaigns different each time and have the game generate the events and the story in different ways. And FTL was a great example of a very lean but very effective way of doing that. So we keep looking at it as an example for sure. It's a fantastic game. Let's see if we are lucky enough with this whirlwind. We are not. We provided our enemy with cover.
By the way, Shai, you slow down a bit, I gotta say.
Yeah,
You gotta
again,
go
talking.
fast.
Okay, I have to stop. I have to stop. Guys, I'm not gonna talk to you anymore. I'm sorry. This is goodbye.
Oops was asking about undo button for misclicks.
Yeah. We said an undo is not very likely, but there might be alternatives. There might be saves loads. We're still not sure how that's gonna turn out. I mean, it's not. We're not trying to make life harder for anyone, but we do want. It is important for us for the game to be challenging in all levels of play. Like, if you're a very new player, easy should still pose a minor, manageable challenge. And if you're an absolute veteran, then legendary should still sometimes break your balls. It's a staple of the genre. Can't really go without. But yeah, it's still tons of tweaks away from being where we want it to be exactly. That's for sure.
So Wilhelm says it's been so nice to see awesome smaller studios get more love the last few years. FTL, Darkest Dungeons, your game, Shadow One, all spring to mind. Thank you, Hilom. That's a huge compliment. Thank you.
Honestly, just being compared to that list makes me feel warm inside.
Yeah. Maybe one day. I mean, we're not there yet.
We're not there yet, but hopefully
thank
we'll
you.
get there.
Yeah. Darkest Dungeon have become a major love among strategy gamers. Definitely. Yes. Yes.
אתה יודע מה קשה בלג'נדרי? פשוט כולם מחטיאים כל הזמן.
Okay, I made a mistake and managed to fix it. That is rare.
They have the neat twists on mechanics. Yes, they do. We wanna make our own twists. What drew me to this game was the environment interactions.
That's actually
That's the intention.
That's also what drew me to work on this game. I'm a relatively new addition. I joined, I think, maybe what is it now? Like almost 8 months ago, 7 months ago,
Yeah.
something like that. And you know, originally I knew Yali, our CEO, and you know, I heard. Oh crap! I deserve that. I heard about the game, but you know, there's been some games in the genre, and I didn't like hurry to jump on any bandwagon. But the moment, like the first time I saw the first environmental interaction, the first time it was a tree falling on a head of a goblin, a simple interaction. The second I saw it, it was like, okay, this is cool. Like, as an XCOM player, I want to play this game. And if I want to play this game, I'm also willing to work on it. And I think it's the same for most of us in the team. All of us really love the concept, even before anything else. I think it's important. I mean, I don't... Oh, crap. That was a huge mistake. I don't think I would have been able to work on a game and actually dedicate the kind of energy and time that's required if I didn't love the concept. I mean, that's day one thing, you know? Someone has to read out chat because I cannot.
Yeah, I'm on it. Don't worry about it.
Oh, I only have 1 HP on my Paladin and 3 HP on my Savage. This is fantastic. And still no healing aura, by the way. Although I killed like 4 creatures with the Paladin in this level alone. Game is not bad. And 2 HP on the Ranger. Man.
You're doing fine, but you're not fast enough. I gotta say, you gotta go faster.
Okay, slow down. I see. I'm sorry.
Hey guys, Darkest Dungeons are the one. Even Banner Saga.
Banner
And see
Saga
how
is
far
great.
those guys have walked. I sure you guys will be the same. Thank you, Better Stilter. It means a lot.
Personally, I adore the Banner Saga. I come from like a background of content, and I think they wrote one of the most compelling like worlds in a while. I really love the writing and their art style. I don't think like the gameplay is fine. I don't think it's groundbreaking in any way, but the presentation and the world that you're introduced into are so compelling. It doesn't even matter. Like, doesn't even matter that the gameplay you've seen before. Okay. We're still at it. I don't know where the rest of my enemies are. Yuda, will you ever allow me to check where the boss is to scroll around? It will take more than 2 seconds, but I need to know where to go. Or I'm just gonna go all over
Yeah,
this
sure.
place.
If it makes the game go faster, then yes.
It will. Where is the bloody boss? Should have a mark. It's not this room.
So
It's
go
not
the
this
other
room.
way. If it's not
I'm
this
going the
go
other way. Bye.
The rest of the enemies are hiding in fear. They are trying to slow him down. That's what they're trying to
they're
do.
like, there's this crazy party of heroes that run forward stupidly and murder all our friends. And they're warning their families right now.
Have you heard about a game called Ash of the God?
Nope, I have not heard of Ash of the Gods.
Inspired by Banner Saga.
I have never heard of it.
Well,
but-
check it out.
But you can link it if you'd
Yeah,
like, and we'll
link
take
it.
a look. By the way, everyone, feel free to post links if you have your own projects, if you have things you want others to relate to. There's no limitation. Feel absolutely free.
כן, זה כזה אחד חדש, הייתי קודם, הייתי די...
We got 20 more minutes to go until the Kickstarter ends.
Holy shit!
Did you know?
Right, 20 minutes. Unbelievable. This is insane. Okay, and I'm gonna need a new beer.
Yeah,
soon,
more beer.
because I'm gonna drink this one really fast, and then I will need an extra beer.
Where is Adam?
Where's the boss?
Where's the boss? Where's the CEO? Where's the...
He ran with the money.
He ran with the money, yes.
Oh my god, I'm so stupid.
What happened?
I'm so stupid. Check out my objective, dude.
Collapse beams. Oh,
I
no.
ran past the beams.
Oh no.
I never spawned the boss.
Oh no.
I'm gonna run back now.
Oh no.
That's so stupid.
Speedrun failed. Speedrun
Speedrun
failed.
failed. Well, what do you know? When you speedrun, you miss objectives.
What? Don't take everyone back. Just some I'm one of them.
Yeah, and then I will have like 2 people facing a spawned boss here alone. Yeah, that'll be
Yeah,
great.
just use an ice arrow or something. So
Yeah, yeah, ice arrow. That'll solve all my problems forever, right? Got an overdraft? Use ice arrow. But I am going to minimize the running time. I'm just going to get the mage in position to whirlwind the beam down. I'm not going to run all the way back to the beam.
So Shai, I have a question for you. We have 18 minutes to go. Do you think you can finish the game by then?
8 minutes, finish the game. Let me just start up my time machine and no problem, dude. Right on it. Honestly, game development would benefit immensely from time machines.
Time
Let's
machines
get it
awesome.
done, people.
Yes.
Get time machines invented. Today. Where did it spawn though? I wasn't looking. Oh, okay. Fine. Just run up, everyone. I'm not gonna have my mage, but hopefully it will be fine.
Oh, Beta Stilder got timeout. He needs help. How can we help him?
Beta, how can we help you, really?
He got timed out because probably he posted the link. Because we told him to post the link. That's a problem.
Oh, is the bot thing on?
Yeah, but I did
Can you turn it off?
no, not just like that, but I did allow the link so everyone can see it now.
Not
It's weird.
yet.
We did change the setting to allow links. I am not sure what is happening, but don't try it again. I don't want you to time out beta. Sorry for that.
It's still on, guys.
Okay, we'll figure it out later. Speedrun, etc. Okay, and here's the ogre. He's all alone, he's out of range, he won't reach me this turn. I can just run up, overwatch, and try to shave some HP off of him. Next turn, my objective will be to stun the ogre, by any means necessary.
Guy, can you
Try to permit Beta Stilder. It's
Yeah, I did already.
exclamation mark permit.
Yeah, that's what I did already. I don't know what's up.
Yeah, we tried that already, Hiram.
Yeah, we actually did that. Try again.
Okay.
For 60 seconds.
Oh, the permission is only for 60 seconds. That's what it's about.
No, but
Sorry
I
for
already
that.
made Beta Stilter, what's it called? Like a regular on our channel. So he's supposed to be able to just post links.
That is weird.
That is very weird.
We're not gonna deal with it right now. We are going to stun and try to slow this boss. A stunned and slow boss is a safe thing to have around the house. And now it's blinded too. So this boss is not gonna kill us. We are going to finish caves, which is amazing. I did not fully expect that, honestly. Okay. These two should hug. I want them to hug. And
Oh.
that's not gonna happen. Okay, I really want you two to hug. Please hug. Right now. That's my boy. I'm gonna try and still... Oh, please, please, please. There we go.
Nice. Very good.
Okay, without healing aura, I would not give great odds for us making it through the dungeon coming up next. So that's great. And now we can just basically finish him. And another level up on Krita. So that's great. Okay, taking a breath. About to speedrun the dungeons. Let's see, did anyone have any questions for us?
Did you check the link? No. Yes. Let's check this. Let's check this link then. Ash of Gods. It's a Kickstarter project.
Yeah, I don't want to
Okay.
start minimizing here.
Guy, can you show us the link? Can you show us the...
Can you open the link, please?
Somebody over there.
Yeah, but wouldn't it... Oh, right. Okay. Okay, I'm looking at the link right now, Beta. Ash of Gods. Same goal as us, just started out.
Interesting.
Let's watch the trailer.
Before you do,
Hmm?
let's.
Okay, so we're checking Ash of Gods right now.
Let's watch the trailer together. Why not?
Wait a sec. Let's just add display capture. Cool.
Yeah, I'll maximize that.
So,
Oh, we'll maximize that. Never mind. Let's not waste so much time on it though.
there you go. This hovering boats.
850 years
That's nice.
before our story starts, civilization got flung back into the past by a devastating cataclysm. It was then that mankind first encountered
nice art.
monstrous beings, the Reapers. These creatures demanded bloody sacrifices and inflicted untold torment upon the survivors, leaving a trail of death
Oh,
and
that's a
destruction
long
behind
trailer.
them. Seemingly,
That's
from
7 minutes
nowhere,
trailer.
Strange heralds appeared and persuaded
I'm not
the
sure.
warring
Okay,
kings
let's
of the
see.
South to unite in struggle against the common foe. Under their leadership, the free forces were plunged into a decisive battle from which neither
That's some
side
crazy animation, I gotta say.
Actually, that's pretty
the
beautiful.
heroes of the South perished, but not before driving out the Reapers. Hundreds of years
Yeah,
have
Hillhome.
passed.
I know how you feel.
Nobody
It's
has
the same
seen
for
the
me.
Reapers again. But this piece is about to come to an end. Hey, I'm Nikolay, founder of Aurum Dust, the indie development company behind this game. What is Ash of Gods?
I want to see
It's
some
a mix between
gameplay.
a roguelike role-playing visual novel with intrinsically non-linear storytelling and an online turn-based strategy game. It has been
Oh.
heavily inspired
It's
by the
very,
Banner Saga series,
the
Japanese
gameplay
visual
very
novel
much
game,
looks like
and
Banner
the spirit
Saga.
of the Darkest Dungeon. I love online tactical turn-based games.
Looks
In
pretty
our game,
fantastic,
I want you to
honestly.
experience drive,
Let's-
superiority, and rivalry.
I'm sorry guys, I'm
I
gonna
want
skip
you to
this
upset
forward a
an
bit.
enemy
I want to
with one
see
shot,
gameplay.
but he'll lose a large portion of his health,
No, the animation
rendering
is
himself
superb, gotta say.
extremely vulnerable.
Yeah,
With every move you
pretty
decide. Is
yeah,
now the time
I
to
like
risk
it.
and get rid of the enemy,
I wonder,
knowing it
do they
may be at
have,
the
let's
expense
check
of your
out, do
own
they
health?
have like
It's
a demo
roguelike.
up there or
Because every
something?
decision you take and every battle you fight could end in death for any of the characters, including the main hero.
That's
But that
really
doesn't
beautiful.
mean the story's over. Life goes on, just like in reality. Nobody gives a damn if you're dead or alive. Suppose you're kind to a stranger. In our game, that
Nice.
act of kindness could cause the death of your daughter, your son, or your oldest.
Brutal. Sounds like an awesome game. Let me see, do they have like a demo we can download or something like that? Doesn't look that way, but a decent page. They definitely worked hard to make this. There's a lot of information here for day one. Phew, they're thinking far. We did not really dare to consider stretch goals so early on before we started seeing the goal coming closer. Honestly. Okay. Personally, I'm definitely going to follow this game.
Yeah,
Thank
it
you
looks
for
very impressive, yes.
thank you for letting us know about it. I think I'm gonna just even send them a message and see if they have like a beta we can try. It looks pretty great. I mean, I love the art style and I love brutal games that, you know, that don't over favor the hero side of things. So this is looking pretty great. I hope they make it already. I'm gonna watch the full trailer later, but for now let's just get back in there.
Bethesda says that they just put out the Kickstarter, so cool. So guys,
Fantastic.
check it out.
Thanks a bunch for posting it. I have not heard of it before and it looks great. I'm impressed for the couple of minutes of trailer that I've seen, for sure. That's great. Well, here's hoping many others will find us that way. We're going to depend on that down the line for sure. Oh, wait. Don't need that anymore. Okay, starting the dungeon speedrun.
Speedrun.
I need Leandra. Actually. Of course, in the dungeon, I don't really care about starting fires because it's not going to be a big deal one way or the other. Fire is going to die out pretty quickly. Unless an enemy or a hero is standing like in the middle of a bunch of crates, it's not really going to risk it. And looks pretty clear.
Yeah, it's time.
Is it time?
6 minutes away from time.
6 minutes away.
You have
Okay,
6 minutes to finish
wait,
the dungeon.
Wait. Exactly.
I can still finish that playroom.
It's like less than 10 minutes.
האמת שהאור זה נראה כמו אור יום. רק יש לי מלאך בטוח.
Also, if you did get the alpha and make some gameplay, can you post some video to me on Twitter?
Sure, beta. No problem. Honestly, if they allow it, if they don't have an NDA and they send over a key, we might actually stream some of it. It looks great. I don't mind.
Definitely.
I don't mind. I mean, we're totally up for streaming other games we love. It's part of what we're going to do with this channel down the road, so it's absolutely fine. Oh, this is not good. Last action of the turn, and I exposed 4 enemies. I am going to regret it soon. Who do I need a level on, though? Garbarak for a second grapple hook. That's what it is.
Obsidian says that's what I love to hear. Definitely.
Pain burns.
Okay, so at least our Savage was in full cover, so no huge harm done. And I might be able to give the Savage back some of her HP, even. Oh crap, I did not remember that at all. I'm starting the game with a 2 HP mage, that's fantastic. And I also accidentally clicked the chest, which I wanted to keep for Garbarak. Speedrunning is great, guys, don't let anyone tell you differently.
Speedrunning is awesome.
Okay, at least I healed both of them for one of their HPs back. That,
Nice.
I guess, has to count for something.
Do we know who Beta Stilter is on Twitter?
Yeah, I think Beta actually got to us via Twitter, but I don't remember by heart his account. I have his account in my list. I keep track of whoever I talk to, so I'll figure it out later. Nope, we're just going to wait it out in full cover, cause speedrun.
Because speedrun. Well, did we close the campaign yet?
5 minutes.
5 minutes.
5 minutes left.
5 minutes to give us $1 million.
Amazing.
4 minutes.
$100 million. We need a whirlwind, which we have, which is a good thing. We're going to blink whirlwind, which is probably my personal favorite combo. Blink whirlwind. It's like simple and super effective, and people don't use it enough. And this guy is gonna get up on the crates. This time I'm not going to run by the objective. Please remind me not to do that if I come close to it. I'm gonna frighten people away because it's not gonna hurt me, and I do want to have this entrance clear so I can take cover there. Oh, this is not great. Explode 3 more enemies, which puts it on like 6 or something. Not sure how that's gonna work out. But I am gonna blind, at least.
So guys, 3 more minutes.
3 more minutes.
3 more minutes. Get your beers in hand, everyone. We're going to have a little toast once it's done. Get mentally ready, get hyped. I will get hyped after the speedrun. What's happening? Oh, we have like one of those bottles that makes a popping sound. That's how classy we are. Right, Spectre. Right. right.
Spectre.
זה פשוט כאילו להוציא את זה. יש כזה...
Oh, and then there goes the mage. Boom goes the dynamite.
You have 3 minutes to die.
I'm not gonna finish this run in 3 minutes. I'm sorry. I failed. It's because I died during caves that restart.
A heavily shaken bottle of soda.
Yep.
We need to be played the final countdown right now.
Oh, right. Somebody play the final countdown.
We'll just sing it. We'll just sing it.
No. It's like so much better if you don't sing it that we might want to actually play it. No offense to anyone.
Yeah, put it on. Maybe we'll get an NDA or something.
Hillholm, you can always talk to us. We're like
Yeah, it's okay.
our party composition, so to speak, is full of people that love to talk about the things they care about. So no worries there.
Yeah, someone put the final countdown right now.
And look what you did.
It's so much.
98 seconds to go.
98 seconds. We were like refreshing non-stop, right?
Yeah. Maybe we'll get another backup.
85.
Maybe we'll get
It's 1 minute.
Maybe we'll.
Can 1 minute.
Oh.
Oh right, let's just stream it. Why don't we? Uh, 60 seconds, 1 minute left.
Yeah. Try. Yeah, let's go. Wait, not yet. Not yet. Hey guys, everybody's afraid. Come on, let's go.
It's not over until that lady that looks fine, whatever her body shape is, actually sings. 30 seconds. Okay guys, I hope you're ready. There might be a stream delay, so it's, you know, I don't know. But 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Thank you guys. Thank you so much. This is so great. I mean, such a dream. Oh, wait. Yeah, we're starting to get phone calls. Sorry for that. Hey, baby. Not in the live stream. Okay, love you. Bye. Yeah. So this is done with. Ah.
Cheers, everyone. Thank you. Thank you all.
Okay, Shai, don't cry. Don't cry, you're on live stream. But thank you for being here and sharing it with us, guys. It's really exciting.
Yeah, thanks everyone. Thanks everyone for being here with us. Thank you.
Thank you so much, guys.
Yep. We're definitely going to rest like hell. Yeah, I mean, there's gonna be like 4 days where no one is going to pick up their phones or anything. I have no idea. I have no idea what my life will look like now, honestly. I mean, it's been like 16 hours a day for the last month. I will have lots of free time on my hands. Maybe some Overwatch. Or, as I said, Stellaris, which is waiting for me. Obsidian, what about like releasing another game I can play like right now? How about that?
האמת שזה טוב, אתה בקשר עם חברה שעשו את המשחק.
You guys are the best, honestly. I mean,
ויזארד עושים כאילו...
it's so much fun to have you guys here sharing it with us.
עליו,
No worries, we definitely will.
בג'יליאן,
אגב, האניברסרי שלהם.
What did I mean by what, Beta? I'm not sure I'm following you.
אוי, לא, זה לא טוב.
אפשר לציין את זה.
וואי, זה באסה, אני צריך לעשות
Yep. Yeah, Obsidian. I would guess it's either Arik or Mikey from Obsidian. Two amazing guys. They've given us advice. They've helped us all along our Kickstarter campaign. They gave us a shout out. They had us on our stream. They made us feel amazing and kept our spirits up. And thank you, Obsidian. I mean, you're the best. Ah, cool moves. Fantastic. So they are both here. Thank you guys for coming. We love you. You've been amazing. And let's share some streams, eh? Yep, Beta. Mikey and Arik are both part of Obsidian. As I said, great guys. Feel free to talk to them. They're super nice and super friendly. Don't hesitate. Eye of the Tiger? Seriously? So that's happening. Oh wait, we had a speedrun going. Must I actually... Can I just... Okay, yeah, I'm gonna die. Guys, I'm sorry. I don't feel like playing right now. I like talking to you better. I'm sorry. Let's see. Well, you know, we're at your disposal, Obsidian. Whatever you have in mind, we're game. You know that. Okay, what is my favorite class in the game? I would have to say Savage. But it's sort of my play style. I mean, in XCOM 2, I used to actually take out like 4 shinobis, 1 support, 1 heavy, kind of thing. I like the quick melees that can get in enemies' faces and break them. So the Savage is definitely my favorite. I also think that her Frighten ability is under leveraged. It's currently the only ability in the game that enables you to cancel mass Overwatch stances, which is super important. And you can also like Overwatch your ranged units and then frighten and cause enemies to run into Overwatch. I think it's an amazing ability, and I like the Savage in general. Now that it can dash and slash and close the distance and still have an attack, definitely would be my favorite. What are your favorite classes, by the way? You have played the game a couple of times by now. What is your favorite class? That's a better question in my book. Yep, beta. No worries. I definitely like the trailer you sent. I am going to follow up on it and try to help those guys. Game looks great. At least, concept looks great. We shall see about the game. Yeah, Hill Home. Generally, you're right. And I think it has a lot to do with our XCOM roots. Because XCOM is a range-centric game. It has to do with guns. And Fort Triumph has to change that. We have to find the ways to tweak that and tweak the equation towards melee characters, basically. Because in our setting, in a fantasy setting, a range-centric approach does not make much sense. So a part of that is making melees more survivable. Another part of that is making them, giving them better utility. Like Frighten for Savage, like Healing Aura for the Paladin, like the Taunt ability that we added for Paladin. And another part of that is actually making the act of closing the distance less punishing on its own. So we're considering solutions for that. It might mean, for example, making enemy activation based on a model by model approach rather than by clumps of enemies. That way, even if you trigger an extra enemy, it's only one of them, you can probably handle that, and you will feel more confident pushing your melees up the line and managing your front line more actively. Yep, Beta, I totally agree. The Ranger is a great character. Lots of utility. Not my favorite, as I said. My style is a more in-your-face kind of game, and the Ranger is more like calculated, more defensive, better planned in a way. But definitely a great character, and glad you liked it. Yeah. Well, in fact, let me share a little development secret with you. One of the first abilities we had planned was for the Savage. It was a cannibalize ability, an ability to munch on the dead and regain health to make her more survivable. For now, we dropped that or postponed that mainly because it's not an easily understandable ability and we don't have animations done for it yet. And also, I had an issue with that. I mean, in my opinion, if eating people grants you health points, then everybody should be able to do that. I mean, it's simple enough, in a way. And it felt weird to have like an action that any person can do be someone's ability, if that makes any sense. Even though it might make sense balance-wise, it just felt weird to define like a tribesman savage as necessarily someone who munches on dead people. It did not feel right. I mean, we're trying to make personalities and traits random for heroes.
as you play the campaign, and it would feel weird that like to decide something like that out of hand about an entire class of heroes, regardless of particular backstories or their traits or their personalities. You know, so that's why that was dropped. However, oh, I totally went off rails there. I was trying to reach my point to answer Heal Home and say there are very likely to be more healing abilities in the game itself. It is also likely they will be a trade-off in the sense that it is likely that you will have to select skills and have only one and not the other, rather than get both down the road. So specializing in healing and support is likely to come at a cost of dropping utility or offensive or other tactically usable spells and abilities. Well, guys, if anyone has any more questions, please share them. Otherwise, I think we will be heading
We're going
off
to party now, so
because, yeah, as
ask
you
your final
can,
questions, and we're going to take shy from you now. So.
yeah, exactly what he said. So, yeah, Hilholm, that's, I mean, the XCOM variation of it is one option. We're considering several because we're not sure it's going to be just two branches. We're not sure it's going to be like tiered based on level. There might be other gates to the skill tree, but we will be hopefully able to say more on that down the road. Beta Stilter, great question. Well, objective number one, have more beers, relax a bit, maybe joke around, maybe get some sleep. It's early to say what we'll do with our newfound freedom, but the next 3 or 4 days are likely to be very, very low-key, in the sense that we are probably going to do as little as possible for like 3 days, just to take a break and regain some strength, because this has been challenging. And afterwards, well, we have a long list of things we have to take care of. We need to set up proper forums. We need to shape up our website. We need to start testing our strategic layer prototype in the next few weeks. We want to also test our character sheets and our enemy cards. And basically, our objective is to reach early access later this summer with a beta build that actually has all basic systems functioning and testing, and is basically lacking content. Like, it won't have all the animations, it won't have all the models, it won't have all the objects, it won't have all the abilities, it will not have most of all, it will not have all the content and the quests and the missions, but it will have like all basic systems, the basic party management, strategic layer, tactical combat, etc. So early access will be dedicated to polish and to expanding the scope of our content, our story, and the overall scope of the game. Thank you, Obsidian. And no worries, Beta still there. We do not intend to rush. We really hope to actually just just meet our timetables straight away. We're gearing for that. If we will get to the point where we need more time to make sure things are to our standards, we will take that time, very regretfully, because it's important to us to actually back our claims and deliver on time. But if it will be either delivering on time or delivering a good product, there's no question we will take the time. Just really hoping it does not come to that. We are making preparations to meet our deadlines. Hope to make it in time. I mean, but for now, we just want to take a couple of days, take a breath, and then we'll start sprinting towards early access. And that will be the story of our lives for the next few months, at the very least. Yeah, we hope so too. I mean, again, if we get to that, if we reach the point where we have to make a call, either postpone or release a game we're not happy with, then we will postpone. The same thing. I mean, same thing went for Kickstarter. We postponed Kickstarter twice. Originally, we were planning to go on during February. And we delayed it twice because our demo was not up to par with our standards. We felt it was not ready yet. We knew that was our product, that was our offering. It had to be great, or there's no point in going out on our campaign. And well, in retrospect, it seems like it was a good call, but you never know. It could be that timing also has an effect, but anyhow, guys, I'm gonna wrap this up and join everybody on our porch. We'll take a couple of pictures, maybe post them later. We love you guys. Thank you for everything all along the road, whether you're our follower, whether you joined our streams, whether you helped us like Obsidian did, whatever you did, told a friend about us, every little bit was critical. That is, I mean, we just barely met our mark. It means that every little bit of help you gave was critical, and we could not have done it without you. That's an objective claim. So, thank you. I have to go.
Thank you.
I have to go.
Thank you so much.
But thank you for being here with us, and we'll see you soon. Yes, Beta Stilter, we will stream again. Again, not in the next few days, but we will announce our next streams pretty soon. So thank you, and have a great evening or day or whatever it is for you. Bye-bye.
Bye.